Let's go.
Yes.
We're
Hello.
live.
Everyone on YouTube, we're going to be doing some anime drawing and art tips.
Yep.
So.
The huge.
Yeah, the huge.
If you can hear music right now and it's loud, I apologize. We're going to ask our chat if I was able to turn it off.
Yeah.
Daniela, welcome.
Hey.
All right, the first two people here.
Chatta.
Can you hear the music? Danny, can you hear the music?
Be honest.
Please say no.
Because I want to hear the music. Hey, Shannon.
Hello, hello. Hi, Shannon. Welcome.
No
music is on.
Yay!
Yes, I figured out how to turn it off.
That's great.
So now we can listen to music, but you can't.
Yeah. Anyways.
In a class. Oh, Shannon, be careful. Don't get caught.
Yeah, don't get caught.
There's no music. Awesome. We did it.
Yay. Good job.
Now we don't have to be bored during stream.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll just wait for some people to pile in here. Hi, Christina's grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Autumn. How you doing?
What's up?
We just chatted last night.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome, Venus.
Venus. I always like the name Venus.
Just different people popping in.
Nice.
Christian. Is that
what?
Tira?
Yeah.
Is that Tira, baby? Yes,
it is.
Razzie, welcome.
I'm just kind of thinking about what dress to put her in. Probably a shorter.
All right, Shannon, have a good one.
Bye, Shannon.
Junior,
good luck in class.
Thank you for liking the live. Autumn, thanks for liking the live.
When I was drawing Tira's body earlier, I was like, oh, I hope I don't get questions later. Or I should say, I remember people were always annoyed by other people asking, like, oh, why are they, like, naked or something before drawing the clothes on? You know what I mean? Well.
Junior says, she's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Pompoof, welcome.
Hey, Pompoof. It'll be fun. I'm kind of excited for tomorrow. What about you, Colton?
Yas. Yas.
How's everyone doing today?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, how's everyone doing? I did not make an announcement of us being live, so I'll do that now. Thank you for the reminder.
Announcements or content updates?
I think I put it in content updates.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Got it. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Wright, welcome. The typing ASMR?
The aggressive typing, probably.
Typing stream win. Hello, everyday. Hi, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
Crystal, welcome.
What's up?
Allie, welcome.
Hello.
Sleepy Pigeon, I see you join.
Hey, Kasara.
Lexi, welcome.
Yukime,
Saturn, Lance
Yukihime?
Arts.
Lance Arts J,
Jay,
hi.
welcome.
Purples.
Purples.
Purpleps.
Hello. Working, but I'm here, hee hee.
Look at my gorgeous drink. Anyways.
Hi, Saturn. Barry. Ace Wolf, welcome. Purple. Lance Arts. Changed my name to Cassidy. Ooh.
Cassidy? Who said that?
Kasara.
Oh, like
Cassidy.
Like.
I am gonna have to make an effort to remember that.
So you mean like legally changed it to Cassidy?
Hello, VO. Hi, Soso. Nix. Pismo.
Pismo. It's okay.
Slay. Smort.
I was
Super
wondering
Knobs.
where your OC was Pismo because those were so cute.
Mitsubi.
Hey, Mitsubi.
Mouse Alchemist. Lots of regulars here.
Yas.
Hi.
My grandma's a regular at this point.
Hi. Legacy.
So, today.
Chuki.
The process of getting it legally changed. It was my birthday yesterday, so I thought it would be nice to make it official.
Oh, awesome.
I see.
Happy late birthday.
I'm going to have to remember Cass. I'll just call her Cass. Just because Kasara.
What if someone called you Tina?
Tina? Okay, well, I don't, yeah.
I'm sorry I can't be on today because homework. It's all good.
It's okay, Slay.
Hello, Haunt. Hello.
So we're going to do some, I don't know, usual Q&A. If y'all have any
Fishy,
things
welcome.
that y'all want. Fishy. If y'all want any help on drawing tips or stuff like that, that's kind of what we're going to cover. And just some other fun stuff. I don't know what kind of fun stuff.
Goots.
Goots. I like that name, Goots. I don't know who I'm drawing right now.
Thanks for sharing the live sleigh.
Thank you.
If you are hyped about being here, go ahead and hit the like button.
I want to draw
And hit the share button as well if you want to. If you want other people to come and hang out and make new friends.
I'm gonna draw like a mischievous.
Can you go over hands holding things?
Hands holding things.
You want to write that?
Yeah, I'll write that down. Okay, I'm gonna have to make these a lot smaller now. So let me think. Topics. Hands.
Not hyped about being here because I really should be packing.
Oh.
Packing stream when?
Holding things.
Do you think I should try and find my art style first or just keep drawing and see what happens? Just keep drawing.
Keep drawing and see what happens.
Your art style will develop based on what you enjoy drawing and who you're inspired by. And you'll get good at what you practice a lot. You can develop an amazing art style without ever once even thinking about art styles.
Yeah. Welcome back, Shannon. Don't get in trouble. Pack and listen like a podcast. Okay. Can you do perspective?
Can you do perspective? I can talk a little bit about perspective if you want.
Because we're gonna...
Rare Colton stream?
Rare Colton stream. In fact, stream as long as you want, Colton. I'll try to manage chat. Perspective. Colton.
Shannon's class is over.
Oh, it is.
Colton stream, maybe a little bit.
I like it when Colton streams. It's fun.
So sad I might not be able to watch any stream when school starts again. Aw.
Aw. Well, that's why we changed it to 3 o'clock, but I don't know what time your stuff starts. General dynamic poses and how to make one without reference. Dynamic poses. What do you think, Colton?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can cover that if you want. Maybe we both chime in for that one.
Yeah.
Why y'all think that's bad? You should see me in high school somehow past senior year with all A's.
Oh, wow. Let me see, like, I also want to add, like, how to make one. How to, like, to make one.
Simple stylized anatomy for a topic idea, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Haunt says.
I like that. So stylized anatomy.
12 p.m. for me at the moment. 12?
Okay, maybe we'll do one more and then we will start our session. 5.
Dodo. We can start with that.
We can start with that? Okay. 12 p.m. for me at the moment. Oh, I see. Okay. What should I start with first?
Where is it 12 p.m. right now?
I don't know. That's like 3 hours apart, so I'm not sure.
No, Danny. We're not drawing that.
Drawing what? No.
I've tried drawing a few things without ref lately, and it's so hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like trying to memorize
hard.
so many specific shapes. All right, hands holding things. I'm going to have to find some reference of that. I would say, like, if you are hands holding things like cylindrical, like poles or something like that.
Yeah, it depends on what the thing is.
Yeah.
I usually go by, if the thing is large, draw the thing first and then the hand.
Yeah.
If the thing is small, draw the hand first and then the thing.
Yeah, because, like, if you think about it.
Think someone holding a pole or a cup of coffee. Draw the pole first.
Yeah.
But if they're just holding on to, like, a thin rope, just draw the hand and then the rope coming out.
Yeah, like if I'm drawing like pretend like this is a water bottle, so it's quite big. I draw the thing first, and then I draw the hand overlapping it. And most of the time, it'll be wrapping around the cylinder, so you'll see overlaps of fingers.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that. This looks a little bit flat. But you see the point. If I erase the little guidelines, it starts looking a little bit better, I think.
I was watching Christina.
Watching me what? Oh, draw?
Yeah, so I wasn't reading chat. Hi, Beaver. Hello. Hello, Potato. Am I late? Nope. We started less than 10 minutes ago.
So there's like someone holding a cylinder. Most of the time, the things that you're going to be holding are shaped like cylinders, so it's really important to like wrap the fingers around like this. Like if it's like holding in a different direction, like you're kind of slightly turning it and you're looking up at it a little bit, then you'll see like the finger groupings change direction, like the arches will be different.
Yeah.
But always overlap. And now kind of what Colton said earlier, if you're drawing like a rope, yes, thank you. If you're drawing like a rope, someone holding a rope like this, it's going to be really thin, so the dominant thing is going to be the hand. So you draw that first. And then that's kind of like when you start figuring out the poses. Hey, Tofungus!
Welcome.
So let me think. Let me think of how someone can hold a rope.
School is boring.
Hopefully our class
I always
ain't
drew
boring.
in class, especially when I was planning on becoming a professional artist.
Yep.
All of my class time that wasn't spent doing work was drawing.
Yep. So for smaller objects, you kind of just figure out how to pose the hand, and most of the time when you're holding something, it's always like in a fist. So like for me, I'm thinking maybe they're holding the rope like this and it's kind of loose. So it's kind of like, I can't even do it. It's like this pose that I'm thinking of in a different position. So it kind of look like this from another angle. Let me think how to fit all the fingers in here. Okay, so here's the pinky, here's the ring, not the ring, yeah, here's the ring finger, here's the middle finger.
I don't know why my chat was so small. There we go.
There we go. Holding something.
Can't draw in class anymore. School is getting serious. Yeah, I took all the easiest classes I could find in high school.
Yeah, no AP classes for me.
I didn't even know I was going to go to like a trade school for art until I basically was pretty close to graduating high school. I thought I was going to self-teach. Colton, what exactly do you do with art professionally? I do concept art for games. So backgrounds, characters, environments, props for video games, pre-production. So years before the game is made, a bunch of people have to draw a bunch of pictures of what the game might look like.
The German school system is well. Not cool. Let's see. If you're holding a pencil.
Studying illustration, nice.
I think. How does someone look like when they're writing? Wow, this is how I hold my pencil. Some people hold it like this. Some people hold it like this. I don't know. It just depends on the
Some people
position.
hold their... Have you seen how Ian McKegg holds his pencil? I think he might even hold it like this.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That guy's a legend, too.
Wow, that's interesting.
Thank you for the roses every day. Thank you for the roses, Autumn. Pompoof, thanks for the tiny diny. And thanks for the Rosa, Autumn. Very
Thank
generous.
you so much. So, like, when you're drawing someone holding a pencil, just think about their posture. Let me think. I'm not drawing this right. I need to make the hand come up. But you can see that I'm drawing the hand first before I draw the pencil. Because drawing the hand over the pencil is going to be way too hard. So instead, draw the hand first. Let me just kind of look at myself, how I hold the pencil. So my thumb is like coming way, clutching into the pencil like this. This is bad, but you get the point. And then,
hello, Kayla.
hey Kayla, then you draw the pencil in here, and all you have to do is make sure that the scale of the pencil is correct. Like it's a proper sized pencil. Some pencils are big, some pencils are small, but as long as it looks proportional in the hand, then you're good.
Very nice. Hi, Autumn Heart. Another
Yeah,
Autumn.
2 autumns.
Yeah, we have a couple Autumns and a whole bunch of Dannies.
Yep. And we can draw the wrist coming up. Mine's a very loosely gripped hand.
A few toes here and there, yep.
Few toes.
Got
That's
some
true.
big toes, some toe funguses.
Mm-hmm.
So how's everybody doing today? Anything going on? Anything fun happening this week?
There we go. Hands holding stuff.
Yep. We have a whole section on hands in our school, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We do.
School, cleaning.
Nice.
School.
Skill. I kind of miss art school in a way.
I do miss art school. It was fun.
Yeah. So.
Even though I didn't go very long.
Yeah. But like the vibe of going to a figure drawing class in the morning is like really nice.
Going to the CNE. Eating soup.
Ooh, soupies.
School starts on Wednesday. Finally finished monthly challenge art.
Awesome.
Bah ha ha.
So we got hands holding things.
Hey, Danny draws. Yeah, we're thinking maybe Wednesday is going to be an OC stream. Mm-hmm. So we're probably not going to draw Lorraine. We'll probably draw out maybe another character in that same world.
Yeah.
Maybe like a friend or some other related character.
Yeah. Mata's working on the weekly challenge art. Nice. Miss Maddie's is working on challenge art as well. That's cool. All right. So what else should I cover, Colton? I think that's pretty good for hand holding things, right?
Yeah. So if you don't know what anybody's talking about, we also have a Discord server that hosts weekly and monthly challenges for art. So if you're interested in that, you can go join our Discord server in the link in the bio. Is anybody new here today? Let me give you a shout out. Someone who's just lurking, that you're new, maybe it's like your first 1 or 2 streams. I'll give you a shout out. I would be working on my challenges, but I'm trapped in the car.
It'd always be like that, huh?
Dinah, is that how you say it?
Dinah?
Dinah.
Oh.
Diana?
I think it's Dinah.
So welcome.
Or Dana.
Lizzie, awesome. Chuki is not new. I've seen you before. Fuzzy Panda, hello.
Hello.
Working on another child challenge. I'm avoiding the 1800s clothes.
Oh, that's fun though, 1800s.
Hello. Can you do hands crossed?
Oh, arms crossed?
Yes, hello, new friends. Green hoodie. I'll do it eventually. Chuki, second time.
The same.
I think your name is just very memorable. It feels like you've been here longer than you have, Chuki.
Well, I think there's another person called Chuko Light.
Well, maybe so.
And so I feel like that's why Chuki, Chuko kind of sounds similar. I'm trying to draw a mug here.
Hello, Cruiser. Does hands holding things include other hands? Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're holding like a pole, like that's really long, or like a staff, then sometimes you would need like 2 hands. So maybe one hand is gripped facing us, and the other hand is gripped right underneath, but like it's facing away from us, so we'll see the other side of the hand.
Good night, Nix.
Wow, this is bad. But if I clean it up, it might look a little bit better. So like if someone's holding a staff, we can have one hand facing us, so we'll see all the fingers. Going this way, the wrist is going this way. And then the other hand can be facing away from us, but still gripping onto the same staff. But we'll see the knuckles on this one.
Tutorial for shading clothes.
Ooh.
Do we have one anywhere?
I don't think we have one anywhere on TikTok, like on our TikTok. So
tutorials for shading clothes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Generally, we would make a tutorial on mostly drawing clothes, and the reason is that shading clothes is like 90% being able to draw clothes.
That's right.
And drawing clothes is really hard. Shading clothes is actually quite methodical.
Yeah, it's quite easy.
It's pretty easy once you know how to draw them well.
Mm-hmm. And you know where the shadows usually go.
We could cover that at some point.
Yeah.
Clothing folds are basically just cylindrical.
Mm-hmm.
So you could put that on the bottom if you were looking for another thing to
that's right.
talk about.
Okay. Like on here. Shading clothes.
Yeah. You could also put on your list if you want.
Yeah.
Hello, Mio.
Because I feel like it is something that people do struggle with, shading clothes. So I'm going to write that down here. Okay. So yeah. Hands holding things. Sometimes you can draw a little bit of knuckles or a little bit of the metacarpals.
Crossed arms?
Yes, crossed arms.
That wouldn't really be included in hands so much.
No.
That would be more like arms.
Yeah, but it's like...
But they kind of like...
One overlaps the other. So
yeah.
like, if we were to draw crossed arms, decide which one you're going to cross. Sorry, thank you. Most of the time, if it's like a girl, it will kind of like go right on top of the breasts. Same thing for guys as well. Some people have it cross a little bit lower. But for me, I'm going to decide that this arm is going in front and tucking under. This one is going underneath and then coming above this arm. So one hand will always be tucking under an arm or under this arm, and another will be overlapping the other arm.
I fold my arms like this.
You do. So some people like to tuck.
I don't even know. I never paid attention
Well, I
to
know.
it.
I paid. So our trainer used, whenever he crosses arms, he would go in his armpits like this.
Yeah.
So like some people tuck both of their hands like this.
Yeah, there's multiple ways to cross arms,
Yeah.
but generally it works the same. It's just
Yeah.
mostly like how the hands are placed.
Yeah. Don't mind me while I fix a little bit of anatomical proportion stuff in the arms. So like usually you can have one tucked in, you can have the thumb coming out like this. That's really small. Why is my drawing not lining? I'm not drawing very good today. You get the point. Then the other arm comes under.
And remember, with the elbow, if you have the elbow sticking out, a lot of the time you'll see that.
Yeah.
So you'll have this elbow coming out and coming in, and there's an overlap created there, like that.
Yes. Thank you.
I kind of exaggerated it for the point, but
No,
that's
but
generally how it works.
It looks good. It looks good.
That's probably your ulna.
Yeah, let me do. See, this is how I cross my arms. I have one arm up here, one arm tucked in.
Yeah.
So this arm come out and wrap around this arm.
Yeah. I've noticed, I've seen a lot of like people drawing streams on TikTok lately. Mm-hmm. And one thing I noticed about their streams is like half the time when I join a drawing stream, all I see is this.
I didn't know that you joined.
Anybody know what I'm talking about? Like if you join most drawing streams on TikTok, like this is basically what you see. And then they like zoom in like micron level, like
Yuji
electron
says
microscope.
Yes. Everybody says yeah.
So we really try to make an issue or a point to avoid doing that because we want you to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Not throwing shade at anybody. It's just kind of, I don't know, unwatchable to me.
I think a lot of time when artists stream, like who do this, it's mostly because it's just how they do things.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily think like, oh, the viewer's actually watching it.
Yeah.
And we're used to teaching.
When you start streaming, think a lot about the viewer experience, and you'll get a lot more viewers.
Sorry, my drawing is not doing very good.
If you're drawing for yourself, it doesn't matter at all.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if you're drawing to try to get people to enjoy watching you draw, think about viewer experience.
Yeah. Like people want to see it materialize.
I just noticed it is because I was like scrolling TikTok and like a bunch of drawing streams came up and it was just like I don't even know what they're drawing. I couldn't tell.
I'm guilty of doing that. Well, like I said, like Colton just said, like if you do it for yourself, that's totally fine. But if you're streaming it, then it might be a little bit difficult for other people to see.
Yeah, if you stream or make videos and you don't get very many views, consider
not zooming in too much.
Thinking about user or viewer experience.
Well, like all the art videos that I see that are really popular, it's probably a bad ellipse. Oh, cute. Is that they always make the most aesthetic shots. So like most of the time when they film their art, you'll see like this is the phone screen. This is way too wide, but you'll see like they have a shot of the face right here with all the aesthetic parts like the hair and the eyes. And then when they line it, they try to make the most aesthetic lines possible.
Yeah.
So like it's very attractive to watch and satisfying. So if you're trying to film your art, try that.
Maybe it's just how I was trained, but every time I draw, it's always about the whole.
Yeah.
It's never about like the details.
That's right. Well, you have to train yourself to get out of that.
Yeah, humans are naturally detail oriented. Mm-hmm. What was I gonna say? Forget. Can you explain how to draw a head in a box? Yes.
Yes, Colton can do that.
So,
Wait, I need to make all these smaller. Huh? Okay.
Well, like, you take a box. How is the head proportion again? You basically draw a box, and you extend it like a third, right? So it's like...
a little bit more.
Well, I'm drawing at a really weird angle.
Do you want to switch seats?
Nah. And you basically cut this one in half. And you can like pull this up. And that's kind of the general shape of the head in a box. I don't know if this looks right.
No, it looks good. Colton's drawing.
And that is the general proportions. Like you're going to cut into these forms and stuff later. Like as you start slicing and turning it more into a head. But that's your general proportions there.
Yeah. Yeah, Bio for sure. Find that when I do that, my artwork ends up looking weird because I can't see the big picture. Yeah.
Yeah. You probably know the ratios better than I do. But if you're like specifically going, how do I imply the head as a box to start? Because boxes are very good for finding perspective.
They are. I mean, whenever I draw a head in a box, I kind of just like, do the same thing but without all the measurements, but I just kind of sculpt it out.
The measurements are in your head.
Measurements are in my head,
I
but
was
you
kinda
already
showing it
explained
for
it.
stream.
Yeah. So like it will just be the same thing, right? If I were to draw like a full side right here and I split it in half.
This might be helpful as well.
There we go.
Having this.
Yeah. So like this all looks organic until you realize this is the front side of a box, this is the side of a box. And you see like right here, this is where the jawline is.
Yeah.
And it's just right there how I've drawn it as well.
Yeah.
So like front, side, chiseled. So that's about, what do you think? Yeah, I was trying to do the proportion thing, but that ain't working.
Yeah, the ear's about halfway.
Ear's about halfway. So if you divide this whole thing in half, that's where the jaw comes out from. So kind of like what he did here, right? And if you're trying to find like a middle, the center of like a plane like this, you draw an X on both sides, or from each corner. This is bad. And then you find the center, like that. So that way, you find the center line even in perspective. So there we go. Center points, or center lines. Then what else?
I don't know. I mean, you could talk about like breaking it down maybe with like an Asaro head.
Sure.
Like taking the box and actually breaking it into more specific components.
I'm adding a little bit of light. It's kind of dark. There we go. Let me think. So
there's a lot of ways to break this down. Like there's like how Loomis breaks it down. There's how like John Asaro breaks it down with the Asaro head. Then there's like every which possible way you could imagine. Like some people find specific shapes because they want to achieve a certain style. Like this is a really versatile like way, or there's a lot of different ways to do this.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the heart hands, by the way. Who sent that? Oh, that's by Autumn.
Yes, heart hands. And Fuzzy Panda, thank you for the rose. Pompu, thanks for the chili. Appreciate it.
So if I were to draw this in like using this in mind, but like a much simpler version, I would basically start chiseling out. So think of like stone, like a stone cutting. So a lot of the time when you were sculpting something, you like break things down into very like angular bits before you smooth things out later. So if I were to draw the head here, I would go in and just continue to boxify things. I would first like mark out my proportions, like where the brow, the nose, and the mouth, and all that stuff is, eyes. And then I would start chiseling out the box. So like maybe the forehead can be simplified to like a diagonal plane. Mm-hmm. The eye sockets would come out like this. So it's like another, like two planes being cut out. And then we got the cheekbone and the jaw, or this area right here. That's all flat. And then the bottom of the chin would kind of be like a little triangular shape right here. And then the jaw would come up like that. It's very rough, but that's kind of how I would start, by drawing very simple heads in a very planar form like this before like rounding things out later. So Colton, go ahead.
Yeah. There's just a lot of ways to break it down. I would look at how different artists break it down and maybe do like 100 drawings trying to emulate how each of those artists break it down. Mm-hmm. So maybe go figure out how Andrew Loomis breaks down the head, do it 100 times. Figure out how, another artist breaks it down, do it 100 times. And just, like, do it enough times that you get it. Yeah. And then just decide on your favorite.
All right, so this is kind of like a very basic way to do it. And if I'm drawing the center line here, it's going to lean more this way because it's turned. And so this is what the center line will look like. If I want to draw the nose, then I will have to draw another plane on top. Like that. Follow the mouth. Like this. And then out comes the chin. Oh, it looks like a head now. Huh, go figure.
Yeah. If you can't draw a box, you can't draw this.
No.
Like,
unfortunately.
Because a box is 10 times easier than this.
It is. It is. Well, like most of the time, artists will like only look at the outline of something. They'll be like, okay, well, this outline comes out. I don't know why. This thing comes out here. I don't know why either. But they mostly focus on outline. But they don't know like the structure underneath, like what the skull looks like underneath all of this. But someone who knows what they're doing knows all of this, and they can construct it in any angle. So like for the most part, a lot of people just say, okay, well, the distance of the eye is probably around here and around here, but they don't know maybe the form. So their eyes end up looking like graphic shapes rather than like real eyes a lot of the time. Now I'm kind of using a little bit of perspective here, but you get the point. And then maybe the nose is like this.
This is what not to do, by the way.
Yeah, this is what not to do.
We always have people who just join, and they're just like, that looks terrible. And it's just like,
oh, yeah.
She's explaining what not to do.
Exactly. Did someone say it looks terrible?
No, it's just, it usually happens.
Yeah. So don't do this, because you're only looking at outlines and you're only looking at shapes, but you're not trying to understand what's underneath.
Yeah.
Break it down similarly to how we did this. I like Colton's more because it's more accurate. But once you do this, then you'll know what's underneath, and then you'll be able to draw every one of these planes in perspective.
Yeah. This, by the way, if anybody's wondering, this is called an Asaro head. A-S-A-R-O. And it's just a breakdown that that someone did of a head, broke it up planar. So one side is simpler, one side is more complicated. So you can't buy this. We 3D printed it. You can buy it, but you can buy like a big model of it, like a big plaster cast that's large. But if you want to get a small one like this, you're probably going to have to 3D print one yourself from like a model you find online.
What I actually really like about this is that there's a simple and a complex version of the planes. Like, this is a more complicated side. Maybe I'm just looking at it weird. Yeah, there is. So this is like a more complicated side. You'll see like areas like the cheekbone and stuff coming out from the cheekbone. But on this side, it's a lot smoother. So if you're like trying to practice that, I would say focus on a easier, simpler version of it. But yeah.
Yeah, if you want to order one, it's going to be big like this.
It's going to be like life size.
Yeah,
ooh,
it's gonna
I remember
be
this
giant.
guy.
So like, here's a big giant head. Here, I can like zoom out probably.
You gotta make sure to zoom back in later.
So here's like a giant head, right? If I drop this, the iPad's cooked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can order stuff like this online. It's really heavy though. It's like 10 pounds.
Oh my.
So you can see that one side is broken down with planes. And this is not an Asaro head, by the way. This is from
PCF Studios?
PCF Studios. These are kind of expensive if you're looking for one.
They're mold. They're like art reference, but they do like cast mold stuff.
Yep. So there you go. It's the reason this head looks weird is because it's in a very wide lens right now. I zoomed out with the camera, so it kind of looks like ooh.
Yeah, very distorted.
But yeah, you can find breakdowns like that.
How do I zoom in again?
Just like this.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so hopefully that helps with heads in perspective.
We got a bunch of models though.
Well.
Want to see some?
Yeah, let's show some of the models.
All right, let's show some of our models.
The headless horseman calling he wants his head back. Yeah, I know.
We got this dude, big model. Nice big model here.
Ooh. Oh, it's good. That thing's still on.
Yeah, we put that. We put the thing over his thing.
The thing.
Kneaded eraser.
Yep.
We also have this one here. This is like another cast.
That one's so cool.
This one's real
nice. Look at
nice.
that serratus anterior on the side right
look at
there.
that.
Look at that. Those avocado slices. Love it.
Yeah, so these are all, I don't know, plaster or something?
Yeah. These would be great to study for me.
They're very cool. This one has boobies, I can't show it.
Yeah. What's the hardest thing, in your opinion, to draw?
Human body.
Yeah, human bodies, for sure. For me...
That's what you have the most practice doing.
I have the most practice doing human bodies But I would say for me personally, I struggle with, backgrounds and stuff because I don't do that enough.
She just doesn't do it very
I just don't do it very much. I feel like if I were to do more practice of that, then it would get a lot easier, and maybe it'd be easier than drawing bodies for now. But I just like drawing people, so I ignore other things, but which I shouldn't.
Yeah.
So, how about Colton?
Did you guys get a new mic? Your voice feels 3D. We're streaming from the PC now.
Yeah. That's so funny, Grainy. And you just on what to think about while doing anatomies like Oh, you mean like
That's that website,
that's that
right?
website for figure drawing, right?
Croquis Cafe or something?
Croquis Cafe.
I don't remember exactly.
So anatomy. Well, I would just always try to break down the structure of the body. So like this is how I used to study anatomy, which you don't want to do this. Don't do this, okay? I used to be like, oh, okay, well, here's the head, and here's the body, here's the arms, maybe there's the whatever, the torso here, and oh, I'm kind of drawing from top to bottom, and then I'm not really thinking about certain things.
And then you get distracted. And you go in like, here, and you go, oh, there's this little form there.
There's this little form there. Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's like the little veins in here. And that. But it's like, in your mind, you think you're studying, but you're not. And the reason why is because you're not necessarily breaking it down so simply to the fact that you know what's going on. Right? We're going to repeat this a lot, especially for when you want to study. So don't try to like noodle and detail and be like, oh, there's all these little things here. Oh, there's like some hatching here. And oh, don't do that. Instead, think bigger picture. So try to get as much as you can in a short amount of time. So like if I were to do a figure drawing from like a Croquis Cafe or something, I would be like, okay, what's the overall gesture? What's the proportion? And I'm kind of doing this at the same time. I'm thinking pose, I'm thinking gesture, I'm thinking a little bit of form, but for now I'm going to keep it simple, right? Keep it really loose, but correct. Right? Mark down all your proportions. Mm-hmm. Know what's going on. Be very aware. I mean, I would say the key to drawing is just awareness. And then once you have that in a matter of, maybe 30 seconds, it's all about efficiency, right? So if you're doing like a timed figure drawing, you want to be as efficient as possible. So try to figure out all of this in a certain amount of time. That way you have room to draw like, forms of the body, cylinders or boxes, whichever it is. Mm-hmm. Hopefully this is helping.
Oh, I see a bunch of donos.
Oh, thank you. Go.
Pompoo, thank you for the 45 roses. What's their name again? The happy sad.
Flynn.
Flynn.
Yeah.
Thank you for the roses. Daniela, thank you for the 10 ice cream cones, 10 heart puffs, 6 lightning bolts.
Wow, she's being generous today.
Very generous. You should be packing.
Yeah.
Finn. I think it's Finn.
Finn. Yeah. Maybe it is Finn, not Flynn.
Flynn. I was thinking like Breaking Bad for a second.
Sorry. Finn?
I don't think you ever got to that part.
No.
Flynn.
Like you can see, blocking the forms. Figure's starting to look a lot nicer. Much more ahead than this one. And then this is when you start adding a little bit of anatomy and a little bit of form.
Finn.
Finn? Okay. Yeah, I got it wrong. Sorry about that.
It was close.
It was close.
Sorry, we have 300 people to remember the names of. And most of them have 2 usernames each.
Yeah.
But we love you all.
Yeah. We try to... I make an effort to try and do that.
Yeah.
But if I get it wrong, I'm sorry. So then this is when you start adding a bit of anatomy and a little bit of form, like the breasts, or if you're drawing a girl, the breasts and the rib cage and the abs. But this is always last. This is always last because that's just more like icing on top. So I'd say focus more on the proportion and the forms rather than the specific anatomy first, and then learn specific anatomy later. But most of the time, you don't need to learn super extensive anatomy to be able to draw the human figure.
Mm-hmm. Some people are very generous and use the same username everywhere.
Yes.
and it makes content creators very happy.
Yeah.
But, Green Hoodie, thank you.
So this is how you can draw a figure in a matter of minutes.
Zio, yes.
If you do this process a lot. But hopefully that answered your question on how to study.
No, it's all good. You don't have to change your username.
All good.
But yeah, generally, figure drawing wise, big to small. Big to small. I also really recommend this book. Pick this book up. Michael Hampton, who wrote this book, also has a free YouTube channel. He covers pretty much all this stuff for free on his YouTube channel as well.
Oh, it's great.
And so, you know, he talks about a bunch of this stuff. Simple construction, you know, very simple stuff. He's like a career figure drawing teacher, so a lot of his style is basically developed in order to be super clear for students.
I like that.
Yeah.
This is other ways they can break down the ribs.
Yep. You can break them down very easily using cylinders, using boxes, spheres. It's a good book.
It is a very good book. I used that to study for the anime art school as well.
As all things, you know, not calling anybody out, of course, but having something. Also, you gotta actually make some time to study it and go through it and read it.
Yeah, you can't just hear about it and then.
Very nice.
Very nice.
But you see, like, a drawing like this doesn't happen immediately. Construct from the very basic proportions, just like Christina did here.
Mine's not as good as this guy.
What's it called? It's called Figure Drawing Design and Invention by Michael Hampton. Again, he has a YouTube channel too. You can just look up Michael Hampton. He teaches a lot of this stuff. He also teaches classes and stuff. So we both studied this guy's stuff. We also studied Will Weston. I studied Glenn Vilppu.
Oh my gosh. You know, something that I learned from Will Weston the other day, which is like really good for like heads and stuff, is he drew a line.
Who?
Will Weston.
Oh, yeah.
For the heads. He divided the head into thirds, so like 3 equal thirds. This is the sides of one head.
No.
So this is the brow, this is the nose, in between that is the eyes.
Yeah.
The mouth.
Chin should probably come in just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit high.
It's a little bit high.
No,
oh, you mean like
this line at the bottom?
Yeah,
comes up.
it is a little bit. It's a little bit high.
And so he turned that into what?
And then, so once he divided these into thirds, so I'm just going to draw this real quick. This is really messy. So 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. He adds one more third, and that's the pit of the neck. That's the length of your neck. And I was like, oh, that's so genius.
Pretend that's an extra third.
Pretend that's an extra third. Sorry, it's kind of long because I'm at an angle, sort of. So it's about here, right? So add one more third.
And that's the neck.
And that's the neck.
4/3.
Yeah, the fourth
What
third.
did he say? He said his daughter's a math major, so whenever he says
the 4th third.
the 4th third, he's like, it drives her nuts.
I love it though. It makes
It's very
sense.
funny.
It's like 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. You add one more third. That's the 4th third. I get it. But yeah, if you want to find the neck and the length of the neck.
Wow, there's a lot of
enough
people
third.
here. Who's new here? First time tuning in? If you're new, just say me. I'm new.
Except for the regulars, we know
Except
you're not
for the
new.
regulars, because we're gonna get enough new people as it is. There's,
Yeah.
I think 350 people here.
Oh my goodness, when did that grow?
I don't know.
But anyways, there's the eyes, there's the nose, brows, and it's all measurements. It's just so easy.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we covered so far. We didn't even cover perspective yet. Well, what else should I do?
Rashaya, welcome.
Oh, Rashaya, hello.
Anybody new here? So,
Yeah. Let's see.
dynamic pose. I feel like more
Dynamic
people would want to
poses.
learn about dynamic poses
Okay.
first.
I thought it was 300 people that have watched all time.
Nope.
No? Oh, people
No,
are viewing it right now?
This is live total viewers.
Oh, okay.
53. Are there only 53 here? Oh, no, never mind. There's a real-time viewer count 55.
Bye. Okay. Well, that's okay.
My bad. Streaming from the PC.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Dynamic poses. And how to
What
make
is
one.
this? Oh, okay, never mind. I was looking in the wrong spot.
Yeah. If it was 300 people, I'd be kind of excited, but...
Yeah, I was wondering why the chat wasn't going fast.
Okay, let me look up a dynamic pose. Something that's not super intense. Not super hard.
Just do that one.
Which one? This one?
No, that one.
This one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a dynamic pose.
That is a dynamic pose.
I like how they broke it down. Just
Yeah.
There.
So this is a dynamic pose right here on Pinterest. Let me make sure my brightness is up. And this is actually a really good way that they broke it down. They broke it down like a little gesture on the side, and then they use that as reference to draw the actual figure here. So let me find the actual drawing.
Actual drawing?
No, it's not the actual drawing. The actual image. Doesn't really matter.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to find the actual image here.
Oh, there.
Yeah. So if I were to break this down, there's a few things that I would try to do. One is figure out the overall like motion of this pose. Let me just move this to the side.
The structure, right?
The structure, yeah.
What's the weight-bearing leg? What's the figure doing? And what limbs don't really matter that much?
Yeah. Like, I would say the first thing to get down is
the twist.
The twist.
That like.
So let me think here.
That rib cage, pelvis, and like the twist.
So this is also quite like foreshortened. So you'll see that the rib cage and the pelvis are a little bit closer together than usual. So like I'm kind of thinking this is the twist. That doesn't look right.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Close enough to move on.
Close enough to move on. So I think of the twist of the torso. I think of the weight-bearing leg.
Mm-hmm.
And how far it is from the torso itself, so we can get a little bit of proportion in. And then we can draw in the other leg. It's going up and down. So once again, keep everything very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's just a bunch of crazy lines right now.
And also what you can do is you can go, here's the pit of the neck. You can bring it over and you can go, okay, so you're right here.
Oh.
What you can do, here's the top of the head. You bring it straight over and that's about the top of the knee. Little bit lower. You can actually create triangles. So say you could create a triangle with the pit of the neck, pubic bone, and top of the knee. And that triangle you can also check like
my triangle is probably not super accurate. It's
on your, or I guess I should go from there. You can check that on yours.
Yeah.
So that's more like two-dimensional thinking when you're drawing from a reference. If you have no reference, you can't really do this.
Yeah. Jerry, I don't think you're that late.
No, not late. Yeah, you could represent this as a bean.
I think it'd be a little bit harder.
This one's more being represented as a box.
Well, we see the side of the box.
It's more
right?
personal preference. It doesn't matter.
I noticed that the head's
You could represent this with cylinders. You could represent this with a pillow or bean. You could represent this with a twisting box.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on like what your preference is.
We don't always represent poses in the exact same way every time because sometimes it can be helpful to see things in different ways.
Yeah.
There's no one way to do things. But yeah, you could definitely show this with a bean.
Yeah. So here, that's where the arm is. And the arm kind of twists a little bit like that too. So the palm is facing us. So that's kind of like supinated. Doesn't matter though.
If I were to use the bean method on this piece right here, on this image, I would zoom in. Pinterest?
It's not the best.
I would go, what side do I want to stretch and what side do I want to pinch? I would probably stretch her back and I'd pinch her front like that. I'm drawing at a really weird angle.
I feel like we should switch seats.
Right? And then center line goes there and kind of disappears behind that far side. And then this leg comes up.
Oh, sorry, I was going to brace you or something.
No. Right? And then, of course, the head would be like that. And then I wouldn't add any 3D yet. Right?
Thank you, Bailey.
Kind of the butt coming out the back. Like that. And then I'd probably start adding some 3D. So coming towards us.
Ooh.
Coming towards us. Right, this is all coming towards us.
Very nice.
So like that. But if this was represented as a bean, I'd probably
I gotta move this over. So
I'd probably make that the stretch side. And I'd make this the pinch side.
Yeah.
Right? And then after. There you go. You know, like the proportions are actually pretty accurate there. So like it wouldn't be too difficult to finish that off from that.
Yeah.
But Christina just decided to represent it as a twisting box.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to like do how I usually do it without the twisting box, I would just figure out, like...
I think I might have drawn part of that off screen.
Part of this?
Yeah.
No, I think you did mostly in screen.
I didn't put the upper foot in.
Oh, yeah, you didn't put the upper foot in.
There, you can do that if you want.
Let me look. Dang it. I'm just going to save this stupid image.
Pinterest is so bad for zooming.
Now I've got to find that stupid image again. We'll wait.
Just put it in from your
I'll
imagination.
put it in from my imagination. I think it'll be like... I think it's better.
Well, it really comes towards us. You also have to understand that that picture was in a wide lens.
Yeah, so it'll probably be like...
I'm telling you, lenses are really important to consider when drawing figures. And most people don't think about them.
Pinterest is being a butt today. It's
Pinterest
not loading.
is really bad. Do you not even have your Wi-Fi on?
I don't have my Wi-Fi on. Let me try. Anyways, if I were to like do this just by drawing the hip box and the rib cage, I would figure out like, okay, well, where is this turning in comparison? So like, is it twisting a little bit to the side? Let me think.
I don't even know where search is. I don't even have Pinterest on my phone. Dynamic poses?
Yeah. Okay, anyways. So if I see the bum facing us, that probably means we're kind of looking up at this, but this is not correct. Hold up. I gotta lock in a bit.
How do you find this pose?
I just
do that?
Yeah, point that, and then I found that image, and I'm just gonna save it.
How do you save it?
You go here, download image.
Oh.
Now it's downloaded. What is your opinion on body kun and body chat? I have no idea what that is.
I've never even heard of that.
Never even heard of that. I'm guessing it's like a figure model thingy. Anyways, okay, finally, I got the image. This took way too long. So I see, actually, that this torso...
Yeah, I never used Pinterest on the phone before. I don't even use Pinterest that much on the PC, honestly.
I use it on the PC a lot.
Christina uses Pinterest 24/7.
I do. So I see, I'm kind of going to exaggerate the ribcage a little bit, but I see a bit of her back. I see the side of her torso right here. And then I see the breast coming out from this point. And then when I'm drawing this is the bottom of the box, by the way, so it's easier to see. And then when I'm drawing the hip box, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. But I'm going to assume that it's also a little bit twisted as well.
Dinah, is that how you say your name?
Pelvis doesn't really... Pelvis does rock back and forth, actually. So, like, if I were to draw that... let me think. This is a little bit hard to see where the pelvis is. I have to, like... My guess is that it looks like this. Sometimes you kind of just have to guess a little bit.
Dana? Sort of, it's like Dana.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think it's kind of...
Doom scroller. Awesome. Okay, so it's Dana. Welcome. I think this is your first time on the stream,
I think it was our second time I saw him.
First or second? Hi, Sam. Welcome back.
So I'm going to take a hot guess that the pelvis is like this. Because when the legs lift up, it makes the torso look a bit different. Or not the torso, it makes the pelvis look a bit different. So here's a 3-finger gap.
Talking slower might help.
It does. It will help. I tend to talk fast if I want to get something out of my brain. And it ends up not coming out right. So then this is where the leg comes out. I use the pelvis as a little bit of a base. I use cylinders.
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Legs. And the more you draw these poses, and the more amount of times you memorize them, the easier it'll be to actually start making them from your head. Okay, so this foot actually comes out way towards us, so...
There's Chuko Light.
There's Chuko Light.
It's okay, I just rewatched the VOD like rewatching lectures till I understand.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we do notice people treat these streams like class. Like, they'll have a whole homework sheet. Haunt, you do that, right?
That was so cute.
Where they have, like, a whole sheet of notes and drawings. Mm-hmm. And then I think people also use the VODs like that.
Yeah.
So we think it's super cute.
I love it. I love seeing people draw notes along like draw along with us and stuff.
Can you also break down how shoulders and arms work? I don't know if we're gonna do shoulders and arms today.
I don't think we will. I think we actually
How'd
did
I
do
do?
that.
How'd my pose
Your
do, chat?
pose, I think
did
your
my
pose
chat
did
work? Did my pose work?
I think your pose worked really well. I think yours is better than mine.
It definitely captured it.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely captured it a lot.
I've been doing a lot of figure drawing lately. Mm-hmm. Can I draw Miki? Absolutely. The answer is always yes.
You don't even need to ask. Just draw and we'll be very happy.
We should be asking you.
Yeah, I know. Who said that?
Beaver.
Aww. Oh, I'm so excited because like Beaver did that Gamma Girl. Remember?
Maybe.
The green hair with the alien coming up, alien ship. This
Oh,
girl?
yeah.
So I'd be very excited to see that.
Awesome.
But yeah, if you want to like make your own dynamic pose, you just basically have to understand what creates a dynamic pose. Like how does the rib cage and the pelvis react in a dynamic pose? Is it most of the time going up or down, like or away from us? If I want to draw like someone that's jumping in a dynamic pose, I know that usually the rib cage comes up, the pelvis goes down, maybe the head comes up.
Oh, I didn't see that. Millie says, hi, right now I'm doing the box method.
Oh, nice.
Like breaking the body down with boxes?
A lot of the time there's not really so-called method, it's just you just draw it. But yeah, I think I get what you mean.
I notice people like to add the word method after things.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Just, I've noticed. Oh, I'm going to do the Christina method.
It's not my method though, it's by other instructors.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It's endearing.
Yeah. So like if I'm trying to have someone reach out or jumping, then I would know, okay, maybe the legs are flailing up a little bit.
Awesome.
If this is volleyball, you know, this person
I could show you the study I did from your VOD. You can post it in the Discord.
Post it.
Studies, share or something and tag us.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
If you want.
So like if someone is trying to get a
Do
volleyball.
we have VODs on face structures? We have a VOD on head shapes that has that. Our VODs aren't nearly as organized as our school.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go through and list out everything that we talked about in a VOD. Because it's too much effort.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll put in the title, like one of the things that we talked about. But generally our streams are just called anime drawing Q&A or anime
because
drawing tips.
Because there's a lot of topics that we do, like during the Q&As. But like, yeah, there's a dynamic pose. And this is not very good. Maybe I would bend it a little bit more towards the body. And you know, it's also thinking about multiple things at once in a dynamic pose. Like, you got to think about how the rest of the pose kind of flows into each other, stuff like that. Like, in a way, this leg comes up back to the head. This arm goes up and leads back in, stuff like that. It's a bit more complicated because dynamic poses have a lot to do with flow.
And design.
Like, the reason why I push this leg here is because I don't want the leg to be the same pose as this one. I want it to be a little bit different, so it kind of like makes eye rest a little bit. And then when the arm comes up, this goes down, and this kind of looks like a little shape. Interesting shape.
There's a really good design tip. It's called Unity with Variety. So in this pose, you have the unity of this gesture going through here, but you have the variety of the limbs are placed at different angles and going in different directions, but they're all unified along this single gesture. So unity with variety comes in handy with any kind of design at all. It'll come in handy with costume, gesture, figure. It'll come in handy with environments, backgrounds, everything.
I also recommend, for sure, like the story of
like
the
a
pose.
Unified idea with certain elements breaking away from that idea, like branches on a tree.
Yeah, that's so true. Like if I want to draw a character that's like swimming, or it's like a mermaid. I think mermaids are fun because they have like a lot of dynamic flow. into the tail and stuff, then I think, okay, am I looking down at this character? Now this is like going into different types of concepts, but similar kind of thing to do is rib cage, pelvis. I kind of like to use a spine for this if I'm drawing a back view and connecting the dots or connecting the boxes. Let me just turn this over a little bit.
Wanting to know how long you guys have been doing these tutorials.
A long time.
Well, I've been teaching pretty much full-time since 2019. I was doing part-time concept art and part-time teaching for a long time, and then I switched to teaching mostly. And Christina's been teaching for a long time as well. I think you built your first course in 2019 as well.
Yeah. And then you can turn this whole tail into kind of like a round box.
Yeah.
To keep that gesture.
And that would probably be implied by like a ribbon or something.
Yeah.
Tapered ribbon.
Tapered ribbon.
TikTok specifically, I think we made our TikTok back in 2022, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think so, 2022.
No, it was maybe about a year ago. No, because we spent 11 months. No, it was like 2 years ago. And our first year on TikTok was a complete disaster. We didn't get any traffic. None of our content did well. And then after about a year, we started studying content creation, and our videos started going viral a lot. And then at the beginning of summer, we started streaming.
Yes.
And so here we are streaming.
Yep. You know, if you're drawing like a woman as well, you'll notice that I actually start with boxes instead of ovals. And the reason why I do boxes is because it's a lot easier to describe the form. You can totally, do whatever you want, but I find that softening the edges later will still, make it so that it's going to be a woman. Like, this is a woman, clearly, because you got the box.
A YouTube page and a Twitch page.
We don't have a Twitch page.
No Twitch.
But we have a
I used to
YouTube.
stream on Twitch on a completely different account, but no. Not a Twitch page. YouTube, yes. You can find that on our profile. So hit that Instagram button. Bye-bye, Mata.
Bye, Mata.
Mitsubi, have you been here since our first stream? I know you've been here for a really long time.
Yeah. What was the first stream that we ever did?
I don't remember. We stream 4 times a week these days. Did you hear Bruno Mars' new song? Nope.
I'm not in the loop with all that.
I wouldn't be able to tell you a single song of Bruno Mars. I have no idea.
Anyways.
Someone said, how would you draw a male mermaid? You just add a male torso instead of a female
Yeah,
one.
if I were to change this, well, maybe I'll just duplicate it.
Just add a male body onto it.
Yeah.
We do need to move on to our
We do.
other things.
Yeah, we do. This is not very good, but it's good. So if I were to add, I would just add more muscles. I would make the torso like larger as well, like especially on the upper body. Triangular. Add a little bit more muscle, tricep, stuff like that.
All I know is your first stream was an accident. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We were thinking about going
Male
live,
body.
and then we accidentally hit go live, and we were just like, whatever, let's just stay live.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh,
So
verifying.
annoying.
All right. Well, we did dynamic poses.
TikTok.
Colton, do you want to do your perspective lesson?
I can.
Okay.
I can.
Let's switch.
I can talk about perspective.
I'm trying to get up.
So I'm definitely gonna need to make a new.
Oops, sorry.
So is this all on one layer?
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. So
Make sure you add another layer.
for perspective,
And move the iPad a little bit. Sorry, to the. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
so for perspective, there's kind of like your traditional perspective. Like traditional perspective, which is like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, people who consider themselves clever like to talk about 5-point.
Bye, potato.
And the reason I say that is because this is just a fisheye lens. Like, it's pretty much the same. But, anyways, and so people will go through and they'll go, oh, I understand 1-point perspective, right? I know that there's a horizon line and there's a vanishing point, and I can draw this. So therefore, I know perspective. And they'll draw boxes and they'll be like, I've done an assignment like this, and so now you hear this a lot, I know perspective. Perspective. And I'm here to tell you that perspective is anything in 3D. So anything that exists in 3D space, and that's why I like to refer to it these days as mostly just dimensional drawing.
We got a question. Not about perspective, but
dimensional.
Charismatic says, when it comes to Procreate and Photoshop, which programs give y'all more variety to work with?
They're both good. I like working on Photoshop on my Cintiq. It's what I'm most comfortable with.
Yeah.
Don't forget to,
Yes.
Colton, teacher me that perspective isn't just about points and backgrounds, but you can also find it in OC design. In everything. Anything in 3D, anything that is represented in three-dimensional space, which is virtually everything you will ever draw, is in perspective, whether you know it or not. So if I just draw a ribbon like this,
ooh,
that is in perspective. That is in three-dimensional space. It's coming towards me. So this would be perspective. Yes. If I draw a sphere and I add a wrapping line around it, bad wrapping line. Yes, that is perspective. It's in perspective, which is why I just say it's dimensional drawing. If I draw a box, I go, is this in perspective? Yes, that's in perspective. Mm-hmm. If you draw a character,
ooh,
right? If you draw a character and maybe you do this and you put their arm up, well, maybe I'll do this. And you put their leg down like this, and let's just say this one comes out like that, and maybe this one, I don't know what this one does. What does it do? Maybe it comes out like this.
Sure.
And then maybe it comes like that.
Ooh, fancy.
I don't know, just drawing some random thing, right? And then maybe this comes down and goes there, and then maybe this comes back.
Very nice.
So as soon as I start adding these wrapping lines, like, oh, the torso is going back, the hitbox is coming forward, this is maybe coming over, where does this go? So where are these cylinders going in 3D space? This maybe is coming towards us, this is going back, this maybe is, what should it do?
It's just a lovely pose right there.
Maybe this is, actually, let's have this one going back. And then let's have this also going back. So you can see that as I start adding these wrapping lines, should this go forward or back? Let's have this one going back. And this one comes forward.
Yeah.
Right, as soon as I start adding, and this head is just a comma, by the way. So, but I could start adding perspective to it as well. That's perspective. So the thing about perspective is, you'll hear this in figure drawing classes, by the way. Is this a cylinder? No, that's not a cylinder. Is this a cylinder? No, it's not a cylinder. But as soon as I add an ellipse on the end, that is a cylinder. So if I cover these two ends, doesn't look 3D. But as soon as I add the end caps, it looks 3D. So what these wrapping lines aim to do is it gives you the sense of three-dimensional space.
Dude, that pose looks so pro. It looks really good.
So what you do when you're drawing bodies is you can map out something in 2D first, like this. And then you can go, well, this is coming towards us, and this is coming towards us, and this is coming towards us.
Ooh.
So that, to me, would also fall under dimensional drawing. So the difficulty that a lot of people who are just learning perspective have is they have a really hard time transitioning from this right here down to this right here. And that is like the biggest hurdle that a lot of people have, because they'll learn 1-point perspective, they'll learn 2-point perspective, right? Drawing boxes in 2-point perspective. Like they'll learn, okay, I pull the lines from the vanishing points, I pull the lines out, I can make a cute little house, and that's about as far as they ever go. Like this. So there's, you know, your 1-point, there's your 2-point, and then if I just draw a quick box in 3-point perspective, it would probably just look something like this.
Hey, Lorv. Oh, and welcome back, Kayla.
So there's a really quick box in 3-point perspective. You've got a vanishing point that way, and in the bottom. So you're looking down at this from the top, right? And so if I were to draw a center line on this, it would look like that. And then, of course, the difficulty that a lot of people who are new at perspective have is, how do I turn this into a head? Which is what we were talking about earlier.
Ooh.
So it's like, how do you turn that into a head? Probably not like that. Right?
There's the face.
There's the face. Halfway is the eyes. There's the brow ridge. There's that. This is a little bit wide for a face, but top of the nose.
I wish my drawings looked like that in the beginning.
Side of the nose. Right? And then breaking it basically down into these very primitive shapes. Eyes. This is a more realistic head. Right? Like that kind of thing. Ball of the mouth. Chin. You know, and then whatever it goes back.
That looks very
so
nice.
How, like, a lot of beginners have trouble with like converting this kind of very structured, rigid knowledge into, how do I actually use perspective in a way that I can enhance my drawings? Because what people will do is they'll do all these 1-point perspective or 2-point perspective like shots, boxes and boxes and boxes, but then they're like, but I want to draw a cute anime girl sitting on a couch and I don't know how to translate the perspective. So how do you do that? Well, there's actually assignments out there that you can do it. So after you learn this 1-point, 2-point, 3-point perspective stuff, there's assignments to get you good at how to use that in like a practical way in day-to-day life.
Is there such thing as 4D perspective?
4D perspective? No. There could be perspective with 4 vanishing points, but that would still fall under 5-point perspective. You just wouldn't use one of your vanishing points. So, what are some of those assignments, right? How can I get perspective? Perspective.
What perspective assignment should I do?
Perspective. Drawing boxes. Boxes without your vanishing points. So, for example, you can draw a box like this. Draw through. Draw the back side as well. Like this. Right? And there's that. And this needs to be correct, by the way. Like your sides need to line up. Like if these lines miss, you're not doing it right. So after you get good at doing this, by pulling your lines from your actual vanishing point, you come down here and you start getting a feel for the perspective without that. And then you can start rotating. So for example, I'm going to take a box here and I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to take this edge right here. I can just draw it with like a dotted line.
Colton, I'm going to have to interrupt you.
What?
We got this thing there.
Did an activity? I don't see it.
Okay, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Sorry, it just popped up and I was like, I didn't know what to do.
So you pull it down, you make this edge parallel. I actually teach this in my dimensional drawing class in our anime art school. And then you draw another box where these lines, I'll just draw them in blue. So the blue lines are all the same. This one's going to be like... The blue lines are all the same as these blue lines. Like that, and like that. This is a boring assignment, by the way, but it's so important. This is why so many people don't know perspective. First off, they don't even know this, like, assignments like this exist. And then this line, this line, this line, and this line all get rotated down. Actually, these ones do too. And there's box number 2. And now we're just going to do it again. We're going to take a line. It's going to be the same as this. And I'm going to come down more.
Rotating it up every time, huh?
Yep. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to come down like this. Like this.
And you can, like, basically translate that into a body.
Yeah, this is a body.
It doesn't look like a body, but...
that's the first steps. This is like the first steps. Also, that wasn't scrolled down.
Oh.
Sometimes you'll notice that chat's been talking and the mouse has, and like it's been scrolled up.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you won't see it until like a couple minutes later. But people aren't really talking right now. So
Ainsley.
That's a really good assignment to do. I like doing this assignment all the time in different ways. So for example, I'll draw like an ellipse and I'll draw a little thing in the middle and I'll go maybe put 5 little prongs coming off of it.
All good, huh?
And I'll draw a box coming off of each of these. This is hard, by the way, to do right. I mean, it's hard if you haven't really done it before.
Hello. Lizzie said, so you're saying I was constantly fighting with drawing boxes. I mean, maybe.
Right? So here's these squares. And then what I would do is pull them all up into boxes. Actually, I'll just pull them all down.
I think down is easier.
So there's that. Right? And I'll draw through so I get the back sides.
Wow.
And there's those. And then I'll draw through this one and draw the back sides as well. Like that. That one's kind of messy, but whatever.
Lauren asks, hi, how long has the stream been going on? For about maybe a little bit over an hour.
An hour and 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Right? And then I'll pull this one down. And I would just do hundreds of these. So like when everybody talks about like a drawing boxes challenge where they draw like 100 boxes, like pros don't even eat 100 boxes for breakfast. That like if you want to get really good at perspective, you want to do like 1,000 boxes like a day. Just shoot them out. Just completely spit them out.
Random Kids is definitely going to start watching y'all's lives as extra art class. Yay! That's what we like to hear.
So there's another box there, right? And so these are all kind of rotated around the same circle. And then what you could do is you could do this with these. So you can take one of these and you can rotate it down and bring it down like this.
Hey, Jasper Arts!
And you can take one here and you can rotate it down.
Yeah, kind of like Legos.
Like this. Yeah, because all you really have to do to start turning this into organic stuff is connecting the boxes together. So if you want to do like...
Slay says, I did my homework. Nice.
Right, you can start, connecting these things together and drawing in 3-dimensional space. Although that's kind of an ugly ribbon.
Thank you for the follow, Chloe.
I'm not going to talk about ribbons yet.
Yeah.
But that's how you do it. Like if you want to draw a person, it's just a box for the rib cage. You can simplify it. And then there's a box for the pelvis, and maybe I'll rotate this at a different angle on 2 different axes. So I'm rotating this down. How do I draw this exactly? I'm rotating it down.
Hey, Pebble.
This way. and then I'm rotating it over this way. Ooh. Whoa, that was weird. So that's 2 axes I'm rotating this in. And then all you have to do is connect this, 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 and all of a sudden you have a torso and a hitbox, right? And then let's just say that. Actually, I'll just simplify the head as like a comma again. Maybe a bit bigger.
Han said, okay, but boxes are kind of fun to draw. They are.
I like drawing boxes.
And Rin said, since Colton is so good, can you both say very demure, very cutesy? I don't really know how to say it. I don't know how other people say it. But
I don't know.
I always thought it was like very demure, very cutesy. That's how I imagine people saying it.
Right? And then there's your torso. So that's just one way.
Pebble Colt won't say hi unless you call him Colton.
Yes. It's not my name. And it's not cute when you make up nicknames like that.
Colton, say hi, then Pebble said.
Okay, hi. Reward good behavior, don't reward bad behavior. So yeah, like this is why drawing boxes is so important. Because if you can do this, then you can draw people at different angles. And let's just say, I want to take this, except what if I wanted to rotate this body in 3D space so I'm looking at it from more of a side view rather than a front? All of a sudden, I'm going to rotate this so my camera is kind of like over here instead. So there's that. Then this one is kind of going to be facing me.
I think Queenstein and Kington are fine. I don't know, something about it.
Well, we've told Pebble in the past not to, and they keep doing it. Nicknames are kind of okay. Like, nicknames that aren't like Christina doesn't go as Tina.
I don't go as Tina.
And I don't go as Colt. But if people want to make funny nicknames and stuff, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
Right? So then this pelvis, this is a little bit hard to draw. Let's just go...
What eraser do you guys use?
There you go.
We just use a hard, round eraser. Hard airbrush.
And there. So maybe I'll take this box and shrink it just a little bit. Funny enough, one of my best friends works at Blizzard as a concept artist on Overwatch 2. And he was saying... I was talking to him a little while back on the phone. And he was talking about exercises that he likes doing. And he was saying, draw a pose. So take this pose, and you look at the reference, and then you draw the pose at a different angle to what the reference is. So say, imagine I drew this pose, but it was from the back view. Like, how would that look? How would that look in 3D? So what I'm doing right here is I'm drawing... This is going to be the same pose, but I'm going to draw it at a different angle.
Nice, Rin. We'll have to see that sometime.
Right? So there's that. Let me take all these and move them down.
I'm sitting next to him, and I'm reading chat because Colton's doing the little tutorial right now.
Yep. So then maybe let's make this head a little bit clearer, what way it's looking. So maybe we do this. Let's take the neck. Let's imply this head as a box. And let's just have it look.
Hi, Pebble.
Let's have it look that direction. So how would this look in this one? Well, you probably wouldn't see that side. You'd probably just see come up. The chin's probably right here.
Wow.
And you would see the bottom of it. And you might see just a sliver of that. So I'm going to actually change this a little bit and just go like that.
Wow, very cool. Actually, one of the assignments that you mentioned, Colton, that was really helpful is drawing a box and rotating it and do a full rotation of that box.
Yep. And so another assignment is like what Christina was saying.
Bye, Kowalski.
You draw a box. So I like to imply it with an ellipse. and I find the center of the ellipse, and then you can go
That's assuming
that's a box. That's assuming your ellipse is correct. Few people can draw correct ellipses. I practiced for what, like 10 years basically to draw good ellipses. Right? And so up here, this is hard on the iPad. I don't usually draw on the iPad. So there's going to be another ellipse like that.
Scarra's adopted car. That's funny. Ainsley says, "Hello. The way the ellipse is perfectly drawn." I know. That's just what comes with a lot of practice.
And you can pull all these up like that.
It's hard drawing ellipses.
And then there's a box inside of a cylinder like that. And so what you can actually do.
So Rin asks, "Do I need to draw boxes and change their angles?"
That's a really good assignment. So that's basically this one right here. What this is changing the angle. So you can do this up to like top to bottom, like rotating it up and down like this. Not a very good arrow.
Elisa, Colton is drawing some boxes and teaching a bit of perspective.
Or you can rotate them left and right like this. It's a really good assignment to do. So, and then you can do both, like, which is what I did right here. So I'm taking this figure, and now imagine that I take this and I pull this arm out and I take it towards us.
Welcome back, Kayla.
And then what I can do is I can do the same thing here.
Every day says, "Colton is teaching and I've been missing it." Don't worry, this will be on the VOD.
See, that's the same pose rotated. This is one of the best assignments that you can do. So we went all the way from like, here's 1 point perspective. We get used to that, 2 point, 3 point. And then this is also perspective. So just drawing things in 3D space.
Where's the VOD be published?
Our VOD channel on YouTube. So if you go to our link in bio, at the very bottom, there's going to be a purple button, and that's a link to our VOD channel.
Sorry, I can't get it right.
And then we also have this pink card. It's called Anime Academy VODs. So this is just like a little mini perspective lesson. I'm not going into like how to actually do all this stuff. I'm more talking about
how to use those concepts.
It's more of an overview of what concepts you need to know rather than how to do each one, because that would be like hours and hours of classes to explain exactly how to do everything. Cough, cough, I teach all of it in our school.
Bye, Mitsubi.
So yeah, and then what you can do is, again, draw a box. So if you want to rotate this left and right, you do the same thing. You take this out. Now let's just say that this line is the same, and we are going to rotate it that much.
It's kind of like you're turning a 2D canvas into like a 3D landscape.
Like I basically see this blank canvas like a 3D modeling software.
Yeah.
Like that's how I think about it.
Yeah. Thank you, Slay. That really means a lot. They said they'll stay until the end again. I love these streams so much.
That's great. I'm super happy to hear that.
What screen protector do you use? Is it Paper Feel? It's by Pen Tips.
Yeah, it's by Pen Tips. They're kind of expensive. I've never tried a different one.
Yeah.
I got sucked into an ad on Facebook a long time ago, and I kind of liked it, so we never ended up getting any different ones to compare.
Yeah. Matthew says, "I'm currently struggling visualizing 3D shapes, and this what you've done looks good. It's so helpful." Oh. Matthews also says, "I got a Udemy drawing course before. Are you the same person? Your voice sounds familiar."
Me?
Which one is it? Is
or
it
Christina?
Or me?
The answer is yes, first off.
Well, we both posted a lot of Udemy courses back in the day, so it probably is one of ours.
Probably Christina. She has more students.
Christina in the back. Yes, I did do Udemy courses, so that probably is it. If it's the Anime Academy brand, then yes, it was.
Yeah. So you can see that I'm rotating this and snaking it. And if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can actually start turning the angle more and actually start rotating it in two directions rather than one. So, for example, I'm now taking this line and I'm turning it, and I'm taking this line and I'm turning it like that. So then all of these are going to be different. So this one's going to be coming down. This one is going to be coming over like this and coming down.
Zoom out just a tiny bit because it's kind of, there we go.
Right? This box is a little bit long.
So Slay asks, do you have any color palette recommendations? We don't use color palettes most of the time, but I don't know. If we were to do color palettes, it would be more like limited color palette challenges.
There you go.
That's kind of the thing.
And then, if you actually want to go more advanced after this, you draw a skull in every one of these. Mm-hmm. So you would learn how to draw a box, and then you would basically start drawing a skull in every single one of these. So simple skulls. Like
so
that.
Cute.
And then this is not a good skull. It's like a cute skull.
It's a very cute skull.
So you would start with probably the cranium, come down here, do that, and you'd probably get like a skull like this. I would recommend. What am I demonstrating? Just how to get better at dimensional drawing and perspective.
By the way, if this is helpful and you want to go like way more in depth, we do have Anime Art School, which Colton teaches this like from
I have a
start to
whole
finish.
class on this.
He has a whole class on
Yeah.
it.
So like a lot of people know 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, but they don't really know how to like translate that into like practical everyday drawing use. So these are just exercises on like how to start going from I can draw boxes in 1 point perspective to I can draw a figure in perspective from any angle. These are kind of like the intermediate steps between those.
Yeah. Anatomy tips, learn that. Learn what Colton was just
Yeah, so
showing.
like just get a skull. And these don't even have to be that accurate of drawings. Just try to focus on like getting your volumes feeling right. So like you got that goes back there, that goes there.
A little baby skull. No.
It is kind of like a little baby
baby
skull. Again, who cares about even the proportions? Just try to make it feel like it's kind of in that same perspective as the box. Don't try to do too many things at once. There you go. I haven't drawn skulls in a while.
Well, I think you still got it. Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Like when you start drawing boxes and then trying to turn it into a skull, it does get a little bit harder because the skull is very organic.
Yeah.
So it's harder to draw like crazy shapes in perspective as well. Oh, head pats time. We're at 25K likes.
Oh wow, we are at 25K. So chat, you want me to administer head pats?
Yes.
So congrats, chat. If you're new, every 25,000 likes, we give chat head pats. This is baby chat. They helped us come up with it
Yeah.
a while
I
back.
guess our fandom name is just called Baby Chat now.
Baby chat, great work, chat. Pat, pat,
Good
pat,
job.
pat, pat, pat.
Mother Colton Chase calls it. Mother Colton.
And rubs, and maybe since it's a special occasion, because I'm here, you get some chin rubs too.
Yippee.
Yippee. There
Good
you
job.
go.
Rub, rub, rub.
So great work, chat.
I feel so loved right now, Angel says. I'm new, that's actually cute, Pat's Gorilla
Yeah.
says.
So, do this kind of thing. This kind of thing. Who cares about your skull proportions? If you're just trying to get better at drawing in perspective, just try to make the skulls feel like they're in there. You don't have to do skulls, by the way. Someone gifted me 5 restaurant gift cards for college. Sad face. No, I don't do any animation, really. If you want to learn animation, I really recommend Modern Day James on YouTube. But I don't know any animation, unfortunately. I'm a concept artist, so I do a lot of dimensional drawing for work, and I teach it.
Danny, save it for those celebrations.
So yeah. I also, another one that I like to do is I like to draw like a line, like a curved line, and I like to trace it with boxes. So
There's another exercise.
another
here.
really good exercise to do.
So you use the line as kind of like a perspective thing as well.
A directional. Yeah, like where are the boxes headed?
Hey, Hod, if you're good at animation, I'd say that'd be really cool to do. It's like a happy, appreciative, sad face. Oh, okay, that's what it was.
That's very sweet.
Wait, who do you suggest? I don't know what you're talking about.
Modern Day James.
Okay.
I'll write his username. Modern Day
Yes, Danny Colton is
James.
teaching.
He teaches animation stuff on YouTube. I've never learned animation, so but he's a really, really, really good at drawing. He's very good at drawing this stuff. He actually recently deleted a bunch of YouTube videos. He only has like 30 YouTube videos left on his channel or something.
Strange.
It's kind of disappointing to see because they were really good content, but it's up to him. Yep. He knows what he's doing.
Rin says, Colton's poses are actually eating so hard.
My what?
His poses.
My poses?
They are. It's so good. Like, if I could see that on a Michael Hampton book right now.
Or these.
Or those. Those are so good.
This is hard to do, by the way. So my advice as well, once you learn the basics of figure drawing and once you can kind of draw boxes like this a little bit, try doing challenges where you draw a pose at a different angle. Think like in 3D space, like what happens if I was looking at this from the back? And it actually helps to be like, you know, you take a camera, a physical little drawing of a camera, and you go, I'm going to look at this from this angle. And what would that look like? Where would you see? Well, I would probably see the top of the shoulder. I would probably see this would be coming towards me instead of away. This would be coming towards me. This would be coming towards me. This would be going away. So it would basically be the opposite. So that's a really good exercise. And same with like the string of boxes. I really like this exercise. It's fun. I did this a lot with just a felt tip marker in my sketchbook. Let's do something more fun. Let's like go up here.
What iPad are you using? Do you know which year?
2021 maybe?
I think it is. It's 12.9 inch iPad Pro. Ooh.
Yeah, so just coming up, doing this kind of stuff. See, I'm starting to see the top of this box now as it wraps around.
Very nice. Hey, Tira.
Hey, Tira. We're always excited when Tira gets here.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Danny says, oh, the line of boxes look like a curvature of a spine. It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, like you could definitely represent
Even
it
Cherry
that way.
just said that. Y'all are reading each other's minds.
Yeah. So there's this. It depends on what way you want it to rotate. So like maybe I'll just go, actually this kind of starts curving towards me. So maybe I'll go and I'll just start seeing, let me think.
I just ordered a new iPad so I can do my first digital artwork. Awesome. That's so cool. Honestly, iPad is great for digital art, like just on the go as well.
Actually, yeah, it should go like this. Am I thinking?
I like to think of that as like a necklace of boxes.
Yeah.
Instead of a spine, just a necklace.
Or like a necklace, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do dozens of these wraps. This one actually is turning quite a lot. Maybe I won't make it turn as much. Wraps, did I call it?
Yeah.
I would do a lot of these. Like I have pages and pages and pages in my sketchbook filled with just lines of boxes, like twisting in and out. And like try really hard things as you get better.
It's not really a method, truth teller. It's just more of like exercises.
It's just an exercise.
Aki says, wait, OMG, I thought I was following you. Well, follow us.
Yeah, thank you.
No wonder why I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, you follow us. Thank you.
Yeah. So maybe I'll start pulling this one up. Here's one of the most important principles ever. If something is further away from you, it gets smaller. So if I've got a person here and they start walking away, they're going to get smaller, which seems very obvious. Now, I like to use that with boxes. So there's side A and there's side B. Which side is further from us? Side A is further from us. So it will never get bigger. It will only get smaller. It may stay the same size if it's isometric perspective, but it'll never get bigger. So if my box starts rotating, let's just say we got A, B, C, and D.
Thank you for the follows.
A, B, C, and D. Right? A, B, C, and D. You'll notice that on box 1, 2, and 3, by the time we get to box 3, C is actually bigger, much further away from us.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So it gets smaller. So I know that my vanishing points are going to be that way and that way for box number 3. But if I start wrapping this around and I make a box and it starts going like this instead,
Thank you, Rules and Fally, Fally for following us.
And I start wrapping this back around like this. Actually, I'll do this.
It's a little bit confusing to see when... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just drawing through all these. Don't mind the mess. All right, let's just say we actually start to see, whoops, a little... I keep bumping into the side of the iPad.
Rin says, no, this is turning to a very math way. No. Well, art is visual math. You can't live without it.
So,
Cherry
oops.
says, I don't understand. How is C further away?
C is further away because this corner is the closest to us. We can see us. And then you start to go that way, right? So if you can't see it, if it's hidden, like if I draw a box like this.
Hey, Kianma.
The closest side of the box to us is going to be this corner right here. Because our camera, if you think about this in a side view, our camera is right here. And this corner is the closest. This corner is further. This corner is further. And this corner is the furthest. I put the camera really close to exaggerate. It's not that close. But, so as this box rotates, this corner is going to start to swing around and get further. So this line, I'll just draw in color. This blue line right here would be smaller than, say, this red line right here. That's actually how I think about perspective nowadays for the most part. I think about vanishing points loosely, but I go, what's towards me and what's far away from me? So if I draw a box in like 3-point perspective, and it's like really extreme 3-point perspective, so like this is getting much, much smaller down here.
People are saying this makes so much sense. Awesome.
This side of the box down here, right here,
Welcome back, Shannon.
is going to be a lot smaller than this top side of the box because it's further away. And so instead of going, I've got a vanishing point back there, and down there, I just go, what side of the box is smaller? I'll just sort of arc the lines in towards that direction. And that comes with a lot of practice and experience. You kind of have to do this kind of stuff for a really long time first to start getting used to it. But like when I'm doing, like if you see a really high level artist doing like a body in a fisheye lens, that's what they're thinking in their head.
Han says, boxes are taking over the canvas. I'm just going to read chat a little bit.
Yeah.
Han says, boxes are taking over the canvas because they're drawing a bunch of boxes.
Yep.
Ali says, no, the teachers were right. JSAT says, wow, I'm learning so much. They're not an artist, but that's awesome. Aki says, I still can't believe others can hate math. I love math so much. I think math is very...
I don't like math very much.
I think some math is very useful. Other maths, when it gets starting getting a bit abstract, it's a bit harder to understand.
I like thinking about this like linear math.
Yeah.
Like there's no numbers, there's just lines.
Yeah. Mia says, what did I miss? Well, we can zoom out a bit.
Yeah, you missed everything. Sorry.
Math gives me a headache.
Yeah, so this is what chat asked for earlier. This was this one right here.
Yep.
So I can check that off. Are you satisfied now?
I think people are pretty satisfied.
Are you satisfied? I'll talk about like foreshortening and common problems another day, but for now that's gonna be a lot to think about.
Well, I'll definitely post this sheet.
Yeah, and this will be on the VOD as well, so if you want to go over it again.
What canvas size do you use?
This is 5,000 by 6,000.
Yep.
It just gives plenty of space to do like lessons. So there you go. There's how you do it. Practice rotating bodies in perspective.
This is a partial Colton Live. He taught a little subject. And
foreshortening is tricky, but there's some really common mistakes that are easy to fix.
Yeah.
But you'll have to wait for that.
Stylized anatomy is next, I think.
Thank you, bestie. Colton, I learned so much even though I missed half of it. You're welcome, Kayla.
So.
Can I see the whole page? Yes.
So
also, this will be posted in the Discord, in the live stream demos channel.
Yeah. So but you can screenshot
What
it.
is foreshortening? Foreshortening is basically something gets bigger visually as it comes closer and smaller as it goes further away. Mm-hmm. That's the simplest way I can explain it.
Yeah. Hi, Leah. Can you draw hands?
Like, you know how you see a person on a mountain far away and they're really teeny tiny, but as they get closer to you, they get life size and big? That's foreshortening.
Yeah.
Like, foreshortening is kind of just another word for perspective.
It is.
It's usually a word that's used when there's something coming towards you in space and it gets bigger rapidly. People will say foreshortening. But it's really no different than just normal perspective.
Yeah. So, maybe we'll cover one more topic. Maybe. We'll do stylized anatomy. How does that sound for everyone?
We're not even going to get to do the ramen illustration.
Probably not. We'll have to see. We'll see. I do have to call my parents later. So anyways, stylized anatomy. Let me think.
I need sippy cup.
You do need sippy cup. You have your coffee right behind you. Oh, thank you.
That's mine.
Oh, it's yours? I thought you were feeding it to me.
Okay, there you go.
Can you draw the proportion graph for a full body like 7 heads tall? 7 heads tall is an odd number. It's kind of harder to do.
Yeah, and it's...
If you want to draw someone shorter, just draw someone tall next to them.
Yeah.
So the proportion method I always like to use is just 8 heads because...
7 heads tall, you'd make the head bigger. You'd draw an 8-head figure, and then you'd
just
make the head bigger.
Yeah. Not too big, of course, but big enough where, it's...
Look at Mother Colton sharing.
So the reason why we do 8 heads is because it's just easy to divide. So, like, if you divide this in half, there's your pelvis, or there's the end of your pubic bone. And then the whole upper body, including the head, can be in this one section here. And then the lower body, which are the legs, are down here. So if we divide this into like 3 equal boxes, we got the rib cage, got the pelvis, which is, we split this third box in half. And then the head is about 3/4 of the way down from the first box. And the more you practice this, the easier it'll get. But it's all about measuring, which is, once again, visual math, right? So I'm just going to cover this really, really quick here. Hands are about the thighs, or around the thighs.
All right, bye-bye, Chase.
Bye,
Have a good
Chase.
one. Mother Colton.
Mother Colton is
That's
funny.
fine.
So there's 2 Chases. There's Shannon Chase, and then there's another Chase.
Yep. But Shannon's Chase is just Shannon on here.
Yeah, that's right.
Lol, Mother Colton.
So usually the elbows kind of are around the end of the rib cages right here. But that's basically the rough proportions of a
Awesome.
8-headed figure.
Zyron, hope you stay. Is that how you say it? Zyron?
Zyron, that's kind of cool. We'll have a love-hate relationship with math. I like math as long as I know how to divide things into certain things. So like if I know how to divide into halves, into thirds, into fourths, like halves, thirds, and fourths, if I know how to divide this, we can basically just draw a bunch of stuff using measurements like that. Zyron is correct. Nice.
Awesome.
So, yeah, bye. I would have never came up with Mother Colton. That's because I'm always coming up with that.
Chat, you want to see something really scary? Wait till you get into perspective and calculating cast shadows.
That looks painful.
This is about as simple as it gets.
As simple as it gets.
No, seriously.
I know.
Like, this is one of my demos in anime art school, and I went through and constructed a whole kid's bedroom and then put a light source in it and calculated all the light shadows.
But that's when you get correct shadows.
Yes.
It's really important to know that. I mean, I need to learn that, to be honest. But,
yeah, here's some more of them.
That's just the shadows in action.
So these are paintings where I did that. Do I have the drawings for them?
I think you do.
I've got these, but I didn't show the cast shadows. Let me look.
Bye, Leah. I thought that
here we go.
That's
so,
gonna be...
here's 3 cubes, 3 primitive objects, and then here's the cast shadows. And then there's also another one. This one right here for a cylinder, and then there's the cast shadows. So I teach all that in anime art school as well. I'll probably never teach that on stream.
That will just make everybody leave.
It would make everyone fall asleep, but this stuff is important.
It is.
This is
This is how you can properly do shadows correctly.
Yeah.
Very dragged out gulp.
Yeah.
Via says, I think Colton's proven there is something I don't want to learn.
Yes. Yeah, if you want to get paid the big bucks, chat, then you got to do the stuff other people don't want to do.
If I want to do stylized anatomy.
Oh, people would love that.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, that's cool.
Chat
That's
probably
cool.
likes that.
Backgrounds.
Simplifying landscapes and backgrounds into cross sections.
You guys sound like voice actors. Well, that's very cool, because I would love to learn how to voice act.
I'm just going through memory lane.
Yeah. Ultimate Weapon by Colton, Rin says. Guys, I don't know what it is today, but my figure drawings and my drawing today just is not really doing very good. I think it's because I didn't draw at all this morning.
It's funny because I'm kind of on fire today.
You were on fire. Like, look at all these. These are my drawings, which look absolutely horrendous. Like, these hands just don't look very good. And then there's, like, Colton, who hasn't even drawn today, and he whips this something like this out. And I'm like...
It's because I'm doing figure drawing every day for hours.
I know.
How long have you two been drawing? Whole life.
Whole life.
For both of us. But specifically, I've been working professionally since 2016. That's when I got my first professional jobs doing concept art. Christina's been working since 2019, but she draws a lot more than I do. So she got better.
Oh, well, thank you.
She got a lot better than I did.
I still think you're a lot better than me. Because you got that foundation. I'm still learning. So if I were to draw like stylized anatomy, I would basically make it very blocky. I would basically leave a lot of the super muscular parts out. So like if I'm drawing like a torso.
I was drawing for 3 hours and forgot to save. That sucks.
That really sucks.
I feel for you.
So if I'm drawing like a guy, most of the time if I'm like drawing anime guy, which is more like stylized anatomy, it's all real anatomy. It's just simplified.
Someone asked about the brush. There's a free download to the brush in our bio. Crap. Should I move this up, chat?
I think you should, because it's always, I think my drawing and the iPad's always like moving, it's shifting, it's always blocking it. So.
Yeah, you can download this brush for free in the bio.
So the anatomy that I would add on this figure, notice that I did my proportions, are the pectoralis muscles, which is the chest muscles.
Oh, thanks for pinning a comment, Vio. I have no idea what comment you pinned. It's probably a brush related.
Oh, I remember, because they're mods, right? Or...
Yeah, mods can pin comments now.
Wow. Where's Arrow when you need her?
Yep. Oh, Vio pinned it.
Oh, nice. I know, but like, Arrow ain't here, so.
Yep. So I usually only pin brush comments that have, like, that people can understand without context. So if someone says brush link in bio, that's good to pin. If someone just said link in bio, I usually don't pin it. Because someone new wouldn't know what that means.
Yeah.
But you can pin what you want.
So this is where I would add the simplified anatomy. I would get rid of... I would show the rib cage, first of all. I would show the pecs. I would show the deltoid. I would not really show this muscle right here. I'm not going to say it because it's a long word. But I would show the bicep and a little bit of the tricep.
Did you just pin your own comment, Danny? That's smart. Big brain.
That is very big brain.
Stylized is almost easier sometimes because you kind of skip some accurate muscles. Actually, funny enough, stylized is harder.
Stylized is harder.
Because you have to understand it well enough to know where you can distort it.
Yeah.
It's generally harder to do stylized.
Oh my goodness, my drawing's just not drawing today.
That's fine, dude.
You think so?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just don't think it's very good. I feel like I could do better. But here, like forearms, for example, forearms are divided into two muscles. Well, I don't have any muscles on my forearms, so Colton can show instead.
I don't really have much muscles either.
It's okay. No, you have enough to see it. Mine just like baby soft. So if your hand is palm, I'm trying to show. If your hand is palm faced up like this, you will have two different muscles divided in half. So like this side on the pinky side right here is your flexor muscles. This other side right here is your extensor. That's the thumb side. So when you turn it, the extensors are facing up instead. What? So this stays mostly the same because it's the ulna side and the ulna doesn't move. The radius which is the one of your forearm bones, twists. So that's where that's why your extensors go to the front. Yeah.
So you have your radius and your ulna in your lower arm, and when your palm up, they're both parallel. Yeah. And when your palm down, they crisscross over.
Yeah.
That's called supination
and pronation.
Let me see if I can find an example of it in like Michael Hampton's book.
Yeah. Then, so there's a little bit of arm anatomy right here. So like if this is palm facing up, I draw. There it goes.
Supination and pronation. So crisscrosses over.
It's like right here actually too.
Yep. And
so this is here. Parallel version, crossed over version.
So that muscle group right there is the one that Christina was talking about wrapping over
the
top.
The extensor group.
But when your palm is up, they're kind of next to each other.
So it looks to me like the flexor side by the pinky is a lot simpler than the extensor side. So it looks like the extensors have a lot more muscle groups.
So these may look like a bunch of complicated muscles, but it's really just a bundle.
Yeah.
You kind of imply it as one.
Yeah.
This book is Michael Hampton's Figure Drawing, Design, and Invention. It's a really good figure drawing book. He has a YouTube channel as well. He talks a lot about this stuff for free. Mm-hmm. I can't believe we're pushing someone else's book instead of our own.
I know.
It's a good book.
It's a good book, and I use that a lot for like our books as well. So I would totally recommend it. So then the next thing, after the arms and stuff, are the abs. And most of the time, if you want to do stylized anatomy, it's all the same. It's just you just imply certain things. Like most of the time you imply the center line right here of the abs, and occasionally just kind of imply the sides of the abs right here. So like I would say a good example of stylized anatomy in anime is the anime Free, which is a bunch of
Pretty boys
that swim, and most of the time they're topless because they gotta swim. And so when you see their abs, like I would say that's a pretty good simplification of abs in that anime.
Let's see what's going on.
I've never watched it before, but I have seen reference of it before to draw anime guys that are topless. But anyways, so here, sometimes you'll see this bone by the pelvis area right here. What happened?
Nothing. Just Shannon sent our own live to us.
Oh, that's funny.
Cute.
Let me read a bit of chat. When reading a book like that, should I try to redraw all the things in the book? Honestly, yes. I would definitely do that.
Do it to understand it.
Yeah.
Draw it. Try to understand it. I'll show you another really good anatomy book, by the way. I'll go grab it.
Yeah. What brushes are you using? We are using, the brush link is in our bio. So just take a screenshot. And then, what's it called? If you want the specific brush and the brush pack, it's this. I only use this brush right here, though. This is from the Yijunko pack, brush pack. You can, like, search it up and stuff. But I only use this one because I just like the texture. Anyways, I don't know how to draw girls' shoulders. Simplify them a lot. So it's basically the same as guy shoulders. It's just a lot smoother. So, like, this is a girl's shoulders. They're very smooth and very straight. Not straight. Well, yeah, kind of straight. But you'll see that there's not a lot of muscle definition if you want to draw like a demure girl, right? Or a very dainty girl.
Still don't know what demure means.
Demure just means like reserved and modest, you know, just kind of like dainty. If you're drawing like a more muscular girl, which I like drawing muscular girls as well, you would kind of make them a bit more masculine. So imply more of the trapezius, but still make it like not super, don't make it like super chiseled. You'll probably see a little bit of the neck muscles, a little bit of the clavicle, a little bit more, and then maybe a bit more of the deltoid. The deltoid would just be a little bit more refined.
Ooh.
So that's like a more muscular type girl.
Awoo.
Awoo.
Okay, so book time. Here's another really good book, Morpho. It's a pretty thick book. It's small. It's like the size of my hand. Very thick. A lot of really good content in it. If you want to learn anatomy and muscle names and stuff, go through this book and just get a sketchbook and draw all of the drawings you see in this book. Mm-hmm. It's very, very good. This guy's a
wow.
This guy's like a French artist, classically trained artist, and he just goes through and teaches a lot of anatomy.
That's perfect for the shoulder.
Yeah.
This part right here.
Here's shoulder breakdowns,
perfect.
How it works, scapula, clavicle, humerus, how it fits on the rib cage.
You know, I really like that shape right here.
Yeah, this book is on Amazon. This book is all over the place. You can find it like Barnes & Noble, everything.
Beaver says they have that book.
It's a very popular book. Yeah. And so this guy, Michael Loricella, I don't know how to say his name. It's French. He also has like smaller mini books, and he kind of explains other things like
it's the Morpho
how
books.
certain things work.
Wow.
Yeah, Morpho, Morpho. So there's that one, and then there's these mini books that actually explain like what muscles pull what and how things work.
Must I redraw all figures in the book if you want to?
You're gonna learn anatomy really well if you do that.
I would recommend that. I would totally recommend that because if the anatomy's correct and the breakdowns are correct and you draw them, it's like vetted.
Yeah.
So
looking at something doesn't activate the same parts of your brain as drawing something.
Yeah. So I think these books are also on Amazon, right?
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I've seen these at like every bookstore too.
So I forgot to mention this part right here. Some people like to add in anime, and this is called the iliac crest. And this is like the little pelvis bones that kind of stick out a little bit if you're very lean. So sometimes people like to add that in there.
This isn't really an art style. It's more just like a diagrammatic breakdown. This guy is a teacher. So he breaks everything down diagrammatically. He doesn't really have an art style. It's more designed to be very
understandable,
clearly understandable for students. But how to study someone else's art style specifically, pick out things that you want to learn. Like, do you want to learn the colors? Do you want to learn their proportions? Do you want to learn how they render something, how they use color, light? Pick something specific and do a study based on that. Ooh, very demure.
Demure? Spicy. Spicy.
Do you guys have design book recommendations? You know, funny enough, I've not found very many really good design books.
But, well, I was going to shout out our book.
They said other than your awesome book.
Oh, thank you. Okay, then never mind. I was going to say but and plug our book, but they already mentioned.
Yeah, they're talking about this. We have a book.
Yeah, we do. We have
character
two.
design book. But I haven't actually found very many good design books.
Actually, there was a... okay. Apparently, there's actually a post on ArtStation that covers, like, really good design principles, but it was originally in Chinese and then translated into English. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to understand, but the concepts are really good. It's just hard to, do that. Hard to translate all of them.
I would say the closest thing maybe, like... This book teaches design, but it's more like landscape environment compositions. Composition and Narrative Artist Master Series. So it covers like classical stuff, narrative, like design fundamentals of like this. This is all applicable to character design as well.
Can you show a few pages of your book? Yes. Which one? Number 1 or number 2?
Maybe number 2.
Maybe number 2, because that one's prettier.
It's kind of more of a design stream.
Yeah.
I'll move this.
No worries. So, woo, head angles.
Yeah.
Well, if you struggle with just creating characters, so this book is more about how to create characters, but it also covers like basics of drawing heads, how to break down noses, how to do like
shape language
for heads. So these are like just a bunch of
circles,
examples.
Ovals, elongated
really long
circles, square-shaped heads.
Yep. And then it goes into expression.
What about combining shape language?
Yes,
that's a good one.
combining shape language.
So shape language within shape language, like round exterior, triangular interior to create different feelings of characters.
Yep. Can someone help Dave with downloading the brush?
This is Anime Academy How to Draw Characters. This is our book that we published. Mm-hmm. It's on Amazon. There's a link in our bio.
Yep.
I wasn't really planning on plugging the book this stream.
Well, we might as well, but there's a lot of people here.
Body types, male, female, proportional breakdowns, stuff like that.
The link is in our profile, too. I think you already mentioned that.
How to use references.
Design.
I bought the books and I love them. Awesome,
Yay!
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. I just think of a Tiny Tim tomato.
That's cute. I think Tiny Tim was from Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, maybe so. I love these lives so much. Oh, thank you. Love this account so much. Nice.
How much do they cost? They're going to run you like $26, $27 unless Amazon has them on sale. Everybody's favorite character. Victor.
Should I draw a woman's neck smaller than a man's? Most of the time I do that just because there's not a lot of muscle, like crazy muscles on women unless they really build them up. But even then, it's kind of hard for them to build it up unless they have steroids. So yes, try to make it smaller than a guy's.
Juliet.
Yeah, I love Juliet's design.
People like Nick as well.
Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of people like Maya.
Nick and Maya don't get enough love.
So also in this book, there's a bunch of facial expressions.
For each character.
So I rarely find this in books, but how to do facial expressions for different kinds of characters with different face shapes. Like, that's really important. Like, how do you do a buff guy who's blushing? How do you do a little snot-nosed bratty girl who's like trying to get away with naughty stuff? How do you do a little boy with these same expressions? I don't see that very often.
Yeah.
And then we also have all of these, like different levels of intensity for different. See, that's a nice little drawing there.
I like this one down here too.
That one's real nice. That looks like Faye.
Kind of does. Kind of
Maybe that is Faye.
Maybe so.
Cameo?
Maybe. I have no. I didn't necessarily.
So.
Think it was Faye, but that's cool. What's your art advice to people with short attention spans, ADHD? Like, how would you think they would start? That's a very good question.
Yes, I actually grew up with really severe ADHD my whole life, and I still have it. And Switch it up. Find things that interest you. Become obsessive about something, and if you get bored, just switch topics. Like, do 2 hours of anatomy studies or an hour of anatomy studies, and then do an hour of maybe composition. Just make sure when you're studying, you're really, studying. Isolate yourself from distractions as well. You know, I like to set up a study desk with no PC, and I make it a lot of effort to get up and go find something that makes me distracted.
Yeah.
So, like, if I want to watch YouTube, my phone's all the way in the other room, and I don't really feel like getting it.
Bye, Cherry.
What's that book? It's our book.
It's
in our link in bio.
So this is, someone asked to show book 1. Oh, thank you, Zen, for sending a rose.
Yeah.
So this, for book 1, this is all about, like, the basics of drawing anime. This is, like, basics of anatomy. Doesn't really cover character design too much, but more of just, like, how to do figure drawing, how to do gesture drawing, how to break down arms and hands and feet and backs and stuff. And then, like, later on, we cover a little bit of color theory and, you know, how to choose cool and warm colors, how to apply that in skin tones, how to color hair step by step.
Yeah, that's book 1.
Illustration making, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like your basics.
Yeah. Like
Volume 2 is about how to design your own characters. Volume 1 is like a run through of anatomy, coloring, hair, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's old. But yeah, that's book 1.
Any books on color theory? I love books. Fish00, I've got 2 great books on color theory right here. They're both called Color and Light. The first book is a book that I've had since I was a high schooler, like 10 years ago. James Gurney's Color and Light. This is a wonderful book. Absolutely wonderful book. He covers a bunch of different, like, lighting scenarios. He talks about color palettes, different types of lighting. Maybe I can, like, zoom out a little bit. There we go.
That's perfect. Ooh.
Right? Lots of different things. Occlusion shadows, half lighting, cast shadows. He talks about how to create your own gamut masks and talks about pigments.
So explain what a gamut mask is.
A gamut mask is just a limited palette. So you're restricted in colors. Mud debate. Dave Matthew, I can't download the brushes. Someone in chat might be able to help you. So this book is very good for color. There's also another book called Color and Light by a couple different artists. Nathan Fowkes, Gu Wise is in there. This is a really good book. You want to say something, Christina?
I was just going to say, can someone help with Dave Matthew with downloading the brushes? Like, because if you're downloading it on phone, it's not the best. You got to download it on, like, your iPad or something and import it into Procreate. I'm not exactly sure how people do all that. So
yeah. This is good. This is good stuff here. I remember reading this. This is really good.
Thank you, Laura, by the way. And Kayla.
Then they have, like, a bunch of demos and stuff in the back. But this is a really good book as well. These are actually kind of expensive. I think this one's pretty expensive. This one's probably, like, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks.
JJ asked, what is that book?
Color and Light, Artist Master Series. 3D Total Publishing. And then the other Color and Light, which I recommend just as much, is by James Gurney. So, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to, like, import the brush, just make sure it's in your files. Go to Brush, press the plus sign, and then press Import. And then it should, like, ooh, I gotta zoom in again.
Oh, my music stopped.
Oh. And then, if you gotta go to Files, the file will be there. It's an ABR brush. It's an ABR file, and then you just click it and import it that way. Hopefully that helps, because I'm not sure how other people download it. I'm not exactly sure about that.
So for anybody who's new, we also have a Discord server. So if you like the vibes, if you want to get better, hang out, make art friends, there's a link in our bio. You can join our Discord server. A lot of this stuff you can also ask for in there, and people will send you the links, stuff like that.
The brush link is also in the Discord as well for resources.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, we have all these resources. Whenever the stream is done, these images get posted in a channel in the Discord server, so you can download the full res versions. VODs on YouTube. So all of these streams get posted as videos on YouTube, and then the videos get posted in the Discord server, so you can find them easily. Almost 50K likes.
Wow.
10K away.
10K away.
So yeah, come hang out.
Have fun.
Have fun. Make sure you read the rules, by the way. We really like to keep it a nice community. We don't allow like swearing and stuff. Just hang out, have fun, be chill. You'll
fit in pretty
you'll enjoy
well.
it.
Yeah.
People do watch parties. They watch anime.
They watch K-drama. I actually saw people doing a watch party and they were watching Kami-sama Kiss, and I thought that was like so cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Can you zoom in on this, Colton?
Oh yeah.
'Cause I keep forgetting to do that.
Hold on, let me find the stream.
Thank you.
There you go.
And for simplified anatomy, I'm also doing the same thing for a girl. I just don't imply too much of anatomy either.
Yeah, we got a lot of the Discord server is active like 24/7. A lot of really fun people in there. A lot of fun banter. Yeah, people hang out. We have game night sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
We actually need to do another game night pretty soon.
Yes. So.
Kami-sama Kiss.
Yeah, Kami-sama Kiss. A lot of people really like that anime.
Yeah. Also, I did forget to mention it, but we actually have a school.
Yes, we do.
We have an entire online art school.
Actually?
That covers all the basics.
Do I have that on my iPad?
On drawanimeacademy.com. So if you want to become like a professional artist, if you're interested in learning the basics, anatomy, perspective, color, backgrounds, character design, all that kind of stuff, you can find it in the link in our bio.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Just keep drawing.
Okay, fine. I'll keep drawing. There we go.
They know it's out there.
They know it's out there.
It's good. It's like an entire college.
Yeah.
So if you check out our book and you like what you see, consider checking out the school as well. There's a couple people in here who are enrolled in our school.
Copy. I want to work on paste.
What's up?
This.
Are you going to finish that one?
I probably might finish this one because we kind of covered all the topics that we wanted to. So this is a little illustration that we worked on a few streams ago, but it didn't really get finished. So maybe while people are asking questions, we can like just hang out and stuff. So that's
you're
what we
welcome.
like to do.
Yeah, we're happy to answer questions.
Yeah.
This stream is about you guys. Like
Yes.
all of our streams are about the community. We don't want to come on and have a big ego and be like, oh my gosh, we're know-it-alls. We know everything.
My art, like, girl. I'm like, I ain't doing all that. So.
Just keep working at it, Charlie. Find some YouTube videos and just draw a lot. Draw a lot.
Sometimes all you really need to do to just get started is just draw a lot. Like, don't worry too much about like the little nitty gritty. Like, you'll get there to the point. Like, sometimes a lot of people just need to be ready to. They just need to get to that point where they can actually start understanding like more advanced concepts. And
yeah. You get better through repetition.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, if your art looks terrible, it doesn't actually mean you're doing anything wrong. You may just need to keep practicing.
Thank you, Yuki.
Can you please do more women body proportions? There should be some VODs on our VOD channel.
Yeah, I think we actually...
Women proportions.
Yeah.
But we will cover that.
We'll cover that sometime.
Sometime in a later stream.
Female proportions are kind of similar to the other like 8-head figure. It's just you might just need to change the shape a little bit.
Oh no, no more ramen streams from Danny.
Oh no.
We'll figure out other things for you to stream about. Are you using the same brush for coloring?
Yes, I am. Most of the colorings that I did like all of this here is just with the same brush. The only thing that's a little bit different that I use is the syrup brush, and this is for when I just want to block in like a really flat shape and all that stuff. And then when I'm satisfied with the shape or with the base colors, then I go in with my usual brush and I just like shade it. So this brush is just awesome for line work, for sketching, for painting. It's just great. So those are the only two brushes that I use when I color.
What's the lower part of the legs called?
You mean the calves or the shins?
Like
or
the shins and the calves would be on the back, the shins would be on the front.
Well, I know that the muscle,
ankles.
the ankles.
I don't know.
I know that for the lower leg. It's a long word, but this is the only word I know. Kneecap. This part is your calf coming from the back to the front. This is your shin, and then this muscle that wraps around the shin bone is your tibialis anterior. I have no idea why it's called that, such a long name, but that's the forearm. That's the lower leg muscle area. And then inside here,
It's
behind
kind of like the forearm.
Yeah, it's kind of like the forearm. That's right.
There's also 2 bones.
That's right. Yeah, there's
Tibia
also
and
2.
Fibula.
Fibula. Is this the fibula or is this no? Can I rotate my foot? Yeah, I can. So maybe there is like 2 bones in the lower leg. Yeah, there's like the femur, like that.
Are shins straight? Usually people draw them as curved, like slightly curved inwards.
I think this is how the leg bones look, right?
Yeah, it looks right. A lot of practice.
Practice.
How to draw the legs without making them look awkward. Just practice a lot.
That's really the only question that's really the only thing that we can answer. Just draw them a lot. They will always look awkward if you don't draw them enough. Like, you can learn all the little tips and tricks and stuff, but if you don't apply them, they will still forever look awkward. So keep drawing them. Keep drawing them.
What would I have to keep drawing to get to anatomy shapes, or what would you mean? I'm not sure what you mean exactly by that. Wish I knew how to draw. I'm too addicted to video games. Dude, totally can relate.
Yeah.
Like, at one point, I just had to get rid of all my video games.
And treat art like a video game.
Yeah. Like, retraining my brain to need less dopamine all the time from, like, video game reward systems and get more used to spacing it out, because drawing improvement happens slowly and video game rewards happen quickly.
To keep you to continue playing.
Yeah, to keep you addicted. They spend like billions of dollars figuring out how to make people very addicted to video games. I've got no chance. I just had to get rid of them.
I mean, it's a losing battle, in a way.
Yes, I am pretty addicted to Roblox these days.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, to get to drawing anatomy, what would I have to keep drawing, as you said? Let me think. Find some people with lessons and just follow along. Like, there's a lot of free YouTube channels that have good stuff. Just follow along with them. I always recommend Michael Hampton. Michael Hampton, he's the guy that wrote this book here. He has a free YouTube channel, and he uploads stuff all the time, pretty consistently. He has like 40-something thousand subscribers on YouTube. Just follow along with his videos, do his homework, and yeah, draw a lot.
Buy Tea Time Cafe when... Honestly, Tea Time Cafe is pretty cute.
Yeah, I totally get you, Caden. I have really bad ADHD as well.
Sometimes, like, I think it's also about finding the strengths of your ADHD and learning to work with it. Like, Colton, he may have ADHD, but he's also, like, can also be very focused, like, very hyper-focused.
Hyper-focused.
Like, and that
I decided at one point I wasn't going to let ADHD keep me from reaching my dreams, and so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have to figure out some workarounds.
Yeah, this is not how you hold chopsticks.
Sam Does Art is an amazing one too. I don't really watch Sam Does Art at all. I don't dislike him.
I can't really comment on him because I never watched him before.
Yeah,
but if you find him helpful, then that's great.
I like watching more educational channels rather than more edgy channels. It's kind of just me. Most of the time I actually just take classes. Can't download the brushes. Matt, Dave, I'm going to mute you if you keep spamming.
Let's see.
There's a download to the brushes in our Discord server. There's a download to the brushes. Like, I mean, you got to be more descriptive about it.
Like,
why can't you download
working?
it? What's not working? What do you see? It's not helpful if you just say can't download brushes.
Yeah, because it's very
also,
vague.
It's not brushes. It's just one brush.
Yeah. I'm trying to look for a reference of chopsticks holding.
But, I mean, it's not helpful, or bring me to random letters. So someone else in chat might be able to help you.
I know that some people have faced that problem, but they got it solved. So if someone can teach them how to get out of the numbers, then that's great. That'd be great.
What was it? Who in chat had dealt with that? The random letters thing.
If someone answers the question, we'll give you head pats. We'll give some chat head pats. How about that?
Open in browser. Yeah, copy the link open it in browser, do it from a PC, 3 dots and open in browser.
So try that.
That's what everybody says. But if that doesn't work, you can join the Discord server. Actually, I don't know if I want you joining the Discord server. They're kind of spammy. But yeah, 3 dots, open in browser.
All right. Because people answered the question, we'll give you a little bit of head pats.
Well, they're 4,000 likes away from head pats anyways.
Okay. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Head pats at 50K.
So close, guys.
Thank you for answering the question.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's harder to help when it's just not very clear. Instructions unclear.
I had the random numbers, but the file downloaded just fine.
Okay. Okay. I need to figure out how is she holding the chopsticks. Okay, this is the completely wrong perspective. This is hard. Her hand is not in the right perspective. It's not in the right pose. I'm gonna just paint over.
Y'all got a rare Colton teaching stream today.
I love it when you teach. In fact, I feel like a lot of people were like, ooh, what's this? I'm going to follow because this is so useful.
Still not working. Do it from a PC. So the link to our link in bio is drawanimeacademy.com/TikTok. It's just our username.com/TikTok. You can get to our brush download in there. It's just a Google Drive link. So if you've ever downloaded anything off of Google Drive,
Head pats time?
head pats.
Good job.
Great work.
Good job.
But if you can't figure out how to download the brush, then I don't really know. I mean, it's on Google Drive. It's a very easy thing to download. Maybe try some different stuff.
If you're doing it from your phone, that's not going to work because I don't know how to do it from the phone. I know how to do it from the iPad.
You wouldn't even use the brush on your phone.
You wouldn't even use the brush on your phone.
So if you're trying to download it onto your phone, there's no point because you can't use it on your phone anyways.
Yeah.
Download it onto your iPad or Photoshop. Alexia, oh my gosh, I forgot about the stream.
Oh.
Welcome.
Alexia, hi.
Any tips on drawing from fisheye perspective? Yeah, maybe download a curvilinear grid and draw and use that. I've been finding y'all's account for months now, finally.
Oh. So wait, you've been trying to find us for months? Is that did I interpret that correctly? Well, that's fun. Okay.
Yeah, I would say if you want to draw in fisheye perspective, download a fisheye grid, but you have to understand that with fisheye perspective, foreshortening happens really, really, really fast. So if you don't know perspective super well, it's not going to work. Even if you have a grid. Foxy, the school is courses that you can do on your own. Jessica says, I really like the art style.
Thank you. I'm really struggling with her hand right now.
What app do you use?
I use Procreate.
How should I color inside of a cat ear? I think they're pretty pink.
They are pretty pink.
It depends if light is shining through, you'd get subsurface scattering. Otherwise...
If you're talking about like realistically or like stylist, like a stylized version.
Yeah. The hand is so real.
I just can't. I think this is a very hard pose to do, especially because I'm like, I don't necessarily know how her hand is positioned in perspective.
Like right here, it'd just be a front view.
Exactly, but
Flat.
It doesn't feel like it's correct. I feel like it should be like, okay, fine. I'll just do that.
Well, she's got a dark sleeve on.
She does have a dark sleeve on. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to use this reference and just draw it. Sometimes it just happens that way, huh?
Any tips for shading, like with chalk pencils?
Chalk pencils?
Are you talking about dark ones or light ones or both? You mean like charcoal type chalk stuff? Pretty much the same thing, same way as anything else. You got your core shadow, your bounce light, your lit side, your halftones, your drop shadows, your ambient occlusion. It's kind of just a different medium. I thought I was going to finish this study, but here I am playing Roblox. Me every night.
I need to actually focus on homework tonight. And I'm thinking of actually, maybe we should wrap up the stream kind of like in 30 minutes.
Maybe so.
Because I got to call my dad. See how he's doing. See how my parents are doing. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna cook. I think it's gonna work out.
No, Danny says.
I know. We gotta finish our homework. We also got plans tomorrow as well. I think, right?
When I was 7, I got an art book as a gift, but I didn't understand how to use it. I wish I still had it.
Oh.
Christina, you're cooking.
Oh, thank you. This is very difficult. Okay, I know that this thumb will not appear out. It'll appear come out like this.
Sorry, chat. You can't really see what she's drawing.
By what? Okay.
Hand's in the way.
My hand is in the way.
At least when I looked.
Sorry.
She's in full concentration mode.
I'm in full concentration mode, so I'm not aware. So if this finger comes out, this finger goes in, this finger also goes in, this finger goes out. Okay, so there's 4 fingers here. Okay, I'm good.
Don't you just want to use me as a reference?
But then I have to flip that. Okay. I can't flip that in my hand. I'm gonna have to take a picture of your hand and flip it.
How do you flip it?
Like flip it horizontally.
Oh.
Because this is the wrong hand.
Well, what about that?
Turn it a little bit, like.
Well, give me this.
Here.
And another.
Makeshift chopsticks reference time.
There. So it's like this.
Okay. Okay. Cute. Is that a good picture?
That's fine.
Okay.
You're gonna have to design it out.
Yeah, this is hard. Why did I choose this hand? In fact, this hand looks better, prettier, but I don't think it's correct.
I think you should probably focus on something else for a while.
Okay, I will.
And then come back to it.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Chat, if you find yourself frustrated with drawing something, draw a different part of the image for a while and then come back to it.
This hand's easy because, like, it's just kind of clenched.
OMG, I love how you render the eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Artist struggles.
I know, you can see
Christina's
me.
very picky.
I am extremely picky. Not, like, super, like, to the point unhealthy, but, like, I know what I want. And if it's not turning out right, I will try to, like, work at it. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are also very picky. I feel like her rib cage would be over here, like this. And I feel like I should actually color the table. It should probably be a dark brown.
Dark brown.
Dark brown? Do you think it should be a dark brown?
I'd probably make it like a light wood color because you're going to really struggle with the perspective when it comes towards us.
Okay, that's true.
And dark is going to make it really obvious.
Okay.
Light, maybe even like a wash so you can kind of fade it out.
Okay.
Because the perspective in this scene is already kind of messed up because of the bowls.
Kind of is.
So showing the front side of the table is just going to make it obvious.
Right.
So I might like fade it out like that.
Yeah. There we go.
More like that, yeah.
Yeah, the bowls are like that. There we go.
Dana, bye-bye.
Bye, Dana.
Can you show the anatomy real quick? What, like from earlier in the stream? It's going to be up on our Discord server in the stream demos. Live stream demos channel.
Let's draw her little noodle. How about that? Her one noodle. Maybe a bit yellow.
Shannon says, I'm back again doing homework.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it'll be uploaded after stream full res.
Yeah.
There's kind of a lot, too. If we showed the anatomy, we'd kind of have to, like, zoom around and show the different parts of it. And I think Christina just wants to draw right now.
Well, I'm fine with doing that if that's better to do. What do you think, Colton? Do you want me to show it?
If you want to show it, I don't
I'm fine
care.
with that. Let me just merge these.
Oh, lots of different stuff we missed.
Whoa.
Zen, thanks for the roses. Henrique, thank you for the lightning bolt. Pompoof, thank you for the 4 roses. And I'm sassy. Let him cook. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you. All right, so this is all the stuff that we went through earlier today. Cover about how to draw hands in perspective. Here's some gesture drawing. Here's some poses, how to draw dynamic poses and breaking them down. Here's a simplified anatomy if that's what you were looking for. Just knowing the real anatomy and then knowing when to like tone it down a bit. Here's some additional figures as well. And then here's a dynamic pose that I made without reference, but it's kind of like based off of other poses that I've done. Then we got
go over
Colton's
the stuff I did too if you want.
Yes, of course. Why? Of course, I'm not going to miss that. So this is Colton's little lecture. He covered a bit of traditional 1-point, 2-point, and 3-point perspective, how to translate that into a figure. So perspective isn't just about 1-point, 2-point. It's also about just drawing things dimensionally. Here's some exercises that he covered. String of boxes. Drawing boxes in perspective and then putting a skull inside. That's going to be really hard, but it's a really good exercise. More rotations.
Do you have shading clothes in your art school? Yes.
Yes, we do.
Extensive section on it.
I wish we could actually pull it up.
Bye-bye, Rin. Yes, lots of shading clothes in the art school. I could probably find something on it.
Yeah, go ahead. It's on our website.
Yeah, if you want to look at our art school, it's on our website. There's a lot of like previews of all the classes and little video previews and everything.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, you do your thing.
Oh, okay.
I just need to find it.
Okay.
Clothing drawing. Yeah, there's a whole class called Fabric and Form. It teaches drawing clothes, shading them.
Just little bits of nori. And submerged into the broth.
Yummy.
Yummy. We have a little bit of seaweed texture in here.
Yeah, so there's like doing different. These are the weeks. So these are some of the later weeks in anime art school clothing drawing class. So different materials, rendering them, how to render them specifically, like breaking it down like academically as well. There's actual full lighting color studies as well. So these are all drawn live. Different kinds of materials and outfits and stuff like that. All of these drawn live. And then there's like even things like leather and all that. My iPad is kind of
dim.
There
we go.
But yeah. And then that's in our Fabric and Form class. So lots of stuff like that. Again, you can check it out on our website. This is all there.
Do you think perspective is more important than anatomy?
They're different, but all anatomy will be in perspective.
Sarah!
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah, we got text on the screen now instead of just cards.
Perspective more important than anatomy. Well, all anatomy exists in 3D space, and perspective is how you show things in 3D space. Because you draw on a flat piece of paper. So perspective is how we show the 3D world and make it look dimensional. So it's kind of a prerequisite to anatomy in a way.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a master, but perspective is like, it's almost like saying, let me think of an example. Do you think writing is more important than dialogue when you're writing a novel? It's like, well, dialogue is written.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of like...
Do you think learning how to write is more important than learning how to do dialogue? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that kind of question.
Yeah. Text on screen, we're going up in the world. Yep. How much is the art school? The art school is $500, and it comes with 7 different classes, and the clothing drawing class is one of the 7 classes. It's a full 14-week clothing drawing class.
And so Colton basically also teaches all of what he taught in here, much more in depth in that class.
Yeah.
So you're getting both of us. And he also teaches how to paint, like, environments and stuff. Oops. Which is really nice.
My head is spinning. That's what happens when you watch a stream and do homework.
Yeah.
At the same time. Yeah. Finn?
Finn.
Yes, Finn.
Finn. Yeah, I got it this time.
Okay, how I feel about my study today, to be honest. Yeah, we've been going kind of fast. Do you teach background? Yes.
Sometimes the study just won't turn out until like multiple tries later.
Yeah. The school is like a serious college program for people who are really serious about becoming professional artists. Like hobbyists can definitely buy it too, but it's not a light program. It's like heavy duty.
Like yes, you can take it at your own pace, but the assignments are pretty like
Yeah.
geared towards professional.
It's
quality.
literally what you would take in an art college.
Yeah.
Do you teach shape design? Yep.
Yep.
Shape design is in the character
design class.
And I also teach it a bit in my painting class. Shape design shows up everywhere. Like pretty much all art is
Shape design.
includes shape design. So it's a very important topic.
Oh, music.
Is your school something that would be okay for a minor? Yeah, we would say the minimum age is generally 14, but there's nothing in the school that's not appropriate for a minor. We made sure to build it that way. Is the iPad worth it to be able to use Procreate? I'm a PC user.
I think Procreate's only available on App Store, right?
They said, is the iPad worth it just to be able to use
I'm
Procreate? For me, it absolutely would.
it is.
But it depends on what your goals are.
Yeah.
If you draw a lot and you feel like you'd get your money's worth out of it, then absolutely. Yeah, the school's understandable to any age. Like, as long as you are fluent in English. And there's no, like, NSFW stuff or anything. Christina is using Procreate, yep.
I want to add a little bit of bread.
Where can I get any tablet for free? Probably nowhere.
Nowhere.
Unless you know someone who's getting rid of one, who's a friend of a family.
Yeah. Very rarely will you see tablets for free, because people have to make them.
Oh, you went to your first class of college today. That's fun. How was it?
Yeah. Hopefully it was great. Is that Sarah said that?
Yep.
Nice.
Scary.
Scary? I'm kidding.
Or you commit a crime not recommended.
Yeah. Not recommend. Yeah.
History is full of artists committing crimes, like digging up bodies to study
Honestly,
them.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Artists used to be so cool.
Used to be so gangster. Kind of gangster artists. Well, at least they didn't murder anybody. But anyways.
Classes were chill, different from high school for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I would say the good thing about college is that you can get to your classes without rushing to go to the next class in a big canvas in like 5 minutes.
Well, sometimes you have to rush
Sometimes
if you have like
rush.
back-to-back classes.
That's true.
I've had studio classes back-to-back.
Oh,
so it was
okay.
like a 4-hour and 50-minute class next to a 4-hour and 50-minute class.
Ah.
But it was all art. I liked it.
But the thing is, like, you have to like move to a different class through like a big campus.
Yeah. Well, Art Center's pretty small.
That's true. It is pretty small.
What Gen Pencil? I think it's Gen 2.
I think it's Gen 2.
I like the iPad a lot. Like, if you're serious about, becoming a professional artist, and you can spare the money, or you think you'd get your money's worth, I would definitely recommend an iPad and Procreate. Even if you're a hobbyist and you think it would be worth it.
I mean, I got Clip Studio as a hobbyist.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Like, if you're going to get your money's worth, then for sure.
If you're going to be drawing every single day without fail, well, not every single day, but like for the most part, like the majority of your time, and you want a good quality drawing program that'll last you a good while, then yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth it.
But it's totally up to the individual.
Yeah.
Starts my school tomorrow. Awesome.
Nice.
College?
How would you say the drop shadow is going to be like? Is it just kind of...
No reason to slack off in college. I'm excited to get good grades.
Nice.
Yeah. If I didn't go to college for art, I would have 100% slacked off and done art instead.
Slacked off and done art.
But it would have made no sense for me to go to college for something not art.
Yeah. Especially if art is all you want to do.
Yeah. If I wanted to do something... But, like, if I went to college for art, why slack off? Like, that's literally what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
She's just doing her little demo. The lesson was earlier.
Yeah. Maybe this would be a different bowl. Ceramic bowl, maybe?
They're sitting in front of a window haunt. So there's going to be light coming from above and light coming from in front. But, it's pretty ambiently lit. Like, lots of fill light in the shadows. It's not a dark piece.
Ooh, that reminds me. I'm going to add a little highlight on the egg right here.
Yeah, I think she drew this, on Friday.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely a few streams ago.
Saturday was the OC stream.
So probably either Friday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't really know if the bowl would have much of a shadow here. It might have just a little bit of ambient occlusion at the very bottom, but...
Yeah. I need to fix this.
I hope everybody has been enjoying the stream.
Yeah.
We're probably going to wrap up pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be going live again on Wednesday.
Yeah, and Wednesday will probably be an OC creation stream.
Kumi, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. This is just as relaxing as drawing myself.
Huh. Wait, who said that?
Jessica.
Oh, Jessica. Oh. I'm glad you find this relaxing. This is the relaxing part of the stream. Usually the lecture parts are a little bit more energetic. But hopefully you enjoy it. I like the red spicy ramen in the white bowl. This is not right.
Honestly, we could do a week where we stream every day.
We could.
I enjoy
like
it.
a week. Yeah.
We could do like a jam-packed week.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what we used to do and when we first started streaming. We streamed like every day. And then we went to like just every other day. Because we were testing it out and having fun.
The boxes are still haunting me. Yeah, wait till you start drawing them all. You're gonna have box dreams. You're gonna have box breakfast.
Chocolate says, I'm too sick to draw, but you guys are tempting me to pick up my pen. Well, just don't stress yourself out too much. And prioritize your well-being.
I go to Florida on Wednesday.
Ooh.
That's fun.
I'm from Florida.
That would be so fun. Weekly, every day. I wouldn't mind doing that sometime. Like, we could plan for it.
Yeah, we could.
I low-key want to see more drawings of the OCs you guys made. Well, I am glad you said that because we have a lot.
Yeah, we do.
You want to show some?
Sure.
So which OCs? We can do... So here's Miki. Well, we'll go all the way to the OGs.
The OGs right there.
Here's Naomi.
I like that one a lot.
Naomi. Miko,
I like that one a lot too.
which is Miki's sister. Here's Tira. Very nice. Here is Jun, who's one of the ones eating the ramen.
Mm-hmm.
And here is Miki, which is the other one eating ramen.
She usually has her hair up.
Yeah,
I just drew her with the hair down.
She almost always has a ponytail. She just lost a pillow fight.
Coming home, then hopping on here. Yes, please. Thank you, Slay.
Here's Naomi again. And then here's Naomi's older sister.
That was random, and then I was like, you know what? She could be a character. So
it became canon.
Yeah, so then it became canon. Miko's so cute. Yeah, I like Miko a lot.
And then here's Miki and Tira together. So there's
I like that
Miki.
drawing.
And here's Tira. And that's the drawing of them together. And here's where Baby Chat was formed.
Yep, that's when Baby Chat was formed. And then there's some more doodles of Miko and June.
Miko and June.
Miko without her glasses, and she's like, ugh.
Yeah, sorry, chat. I'm not reading you right now. I'm I'm going through these.
Seoria said Naomi's older sister, OMG.
Yes.
More Tira, Shimi says.
Miko and June again. This is actually the same outfit I have on her in Roblox.
Yeah, I love that outfit. It's so cute. Well, I changed a little bit. I have a little stripe down here, but most it's the same. It's based off of it. I love that flower.
Here's more baby chat.
There's male
There's
baby
boy
chat.
baby chat and girl baby chat.
I like girl baby chat a lot. It's cute.
So, yep, there they are. And then, Miki. Here was a Miki bikini drawing.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, Shannon. Hope you're... I'm glad that you're okay. I like that one.
What did Shannon do?
Just fell off his chair.
Oh, rip.
And I think that's it, except for the Miki June one.
Oh, well, these are the sketches.
I like that one too, honestly.
I like that one a lot. That hand.
Yeah.
I liked that one. And then that's the one that went with. Honestly, I like that one more.
I was thinking that same thing.
I like the fact that you can see into all the bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
And that composition's kind of nice.
The composition is nice. Dang it. Maybe we should have done that one. Hands would have
Maybe
been the
you do that one again.
Maybe I do that one again.
See, the camera on that one's kind of like that.
Yeah. The Miku swimsuit, Sarah. I just drew a swimsuit. I didn't know that Miku ever wore it.
The Miku?
Or Miki. Miki
swimsuit?
Oh, yeah. Over there.
Yeah, that's cute.
Miku. June's judging eyes in the sketch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for artists that don't have any motivation?
Figure out what inspires you. Create a story. Browse Pinterest. Come up with your own world. And fall in love with your characters and just draw them.
Mm-hmm. First, like, if you have no motivation to draw, it could just be that you maybe burned yourself out. And try to find that love again. Try to find that spark.
And enjoy the process of creating rather than how you want the drawing to turn out. So don't tie your motivation to how the artwork turns out. Just enjoy the process of creating. Be like a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
Create for the sake of creating.
Someone said, do you have any other drawings of Jake? The ramen one is the only one I've seen. This is the only drawing that I've ever drawn of him so far. Not so far, but like I have drawn him for like stickers and stuff. So in our anime art school, we have stickers. There's a lot of stream stuff. Hold up, I gotta find them. Is it in here? What? So these are the stickers.
Badges.
Badges, I mean.
So yeah, when you go through anime art school, as you complete weeks, you unlock badges, and these are some of the badges.
Paint like a pro.
So you get these little badges that show up on your class.
Yep. So these are all based on the character, so we have a bunch of OCs in here.
Miki. There's like 100 badges.
And there's Naomi on this one. These are all my swatches. I need to get rid of those. What else is there? 100 boxes later.
So this is
dizzy.
what some of y'all are feeling today after my lesson.
Literally. So every week, basically, you get after you complete a week of work, you get a badge.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific. It's subject to change in the future. It used to be 1:30, but a lot of people started school, so we moved it.
Oh, guys, these are like. I drew the girls
as adults.
I did not draw Naomi on this one, but I drew Miko with long hair on this one. That's cute. I drew Miki with long hair, like her hair down. June will probably have short hair. That's like a bob.
See, that looks like the character I had in Fortnite a long time ago.
Oh,
that's why
really?
I wanted to find her so bad.
Oh, okay.
I bought a character on Fortnite back in like 2017, and that's what it looked like. And
then Tira, as an adult, like a more mature adult, maybe in her 30s or something. I think these are probably all in their 30s.
I will be back.
Welcome.
All right, Pompoof.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you, Hannah, for the rose. I don't know when that came in. Sorry.
I honestly think that when they get older, I feel like Miko and Tira will probably have kids by then.
Not with each other.
No. Duh, not. But like they will probably be married and have kids. I think these two would still remain single.
Miki, yeah.
Miki probably would still. I think she'd probably be single for life, unless she really finds like.
Ship.
Yeah.
I expect people to ship Miko.
This is
and
other doodles of Tira and Miki.
This is cute.
I like that one. Bit reckless and stubborn. Yeah, she would probably be a bit reckless and stubborn. These are just some notes. Sophisticated, elegant, charismatic, can be a bit bossy or motherly. I feel like Tira would be like that. I like that drawing of her. And I had a phase of drawing with blue for a while.
Cute.
SR, are there any guys? Jake, he's the only guy.
He doesn't get drawn very much.
He doesn't get drawn very much, unfortunately.
Everybody really wants him drawn, though.
Fine, I'll draw Jake. I'll draw Jake a little bit. How about that? It'd make everybody happy. Maybe I'll draw him blue for this.
Blue? Oh, blue line work.
Like blue line work. Dang, my lines are so wobbly tonight.
Maybe you had, like, a bunch of caffeine or something.
I feel like I did, but I only have this energy drink right here, but I don't usually get shaky.
Bro, it has so much caffeine in it.
Okay, fine. That's caffeine.
Jake needs some love. My life is complete. Jake forgotten. Miki is that aunt.
Miki is that aunt. Yeah, she would be that aunt. She'd be like the cool aunt or something.
Do you need to go soon to call your parents?
Yeah, a little bit. Probably in about 10 minutes. So I'll just quickly draw Jake before we head off, maybe.
Am I the only one that drinks coffee and gets sleepy? No.
No. I can probably sleep with coffee in my system. I feel like Jake would also have kind of thicker eyebrows.
What if Jake was secretly like a sibling of Miki and Nicholas? What if he was a cousin?
I think it'd be cute if they were cousins. I think it would actually be pretty cute. Like, maybe he'd be part of the main project or something. Like the childhood
They never
story.
grew up together, really. They saw each other occasionally, but they kind of moved to the same city when they get into high school.
Yeah, and then maybe they become better friends.
What do you think? Jake cousin?
I could totally see it, you know?
I
could actually
like
see that.
idea.
I like that idea.
Jake cousins with Miki and Miko. Holy moly.
What
is going on there?
Everybody's like, yes, what?
Did the stream cut out for a second? Because chat just zoomed for a second.
Everybody loves Jake. Fine, we'll give him some love.
Maybe everybody's just happy about the cousin thing.
Yeah, I think everybody's happy about the cousin thing.
Jake Club, anyone?
He kind of looks like a cousin. Like, he got the brown hair. He's got that kind of sportier look.
How do you draw fire? I try, but it doesn't work. Fire has a really specific path on the color wheel that it takes. And fire, you have to remember, really pay close attention to your values. You want me to draw a fire thing really quick?
Yeah.
So the way that fire works, I'm going to have to use a different brush because this one doesn't get very big. What do I use?
Probably the airbrush.
I don't know where airbrushes are.
Just try the oil pastel.
Okay, so fire, you can start off really deep red down here. This isn't going to show up very well on stream, by the way. And you start moving up and moving into like orange. So then you do this, and you move up, and you move a little bit more orange. And you move up, like this. And then you start moving into yellow, because yellow is a brighter...
Hotter.
It's hotter. There's a hotter value. And then you start moving towards white only once you've gotten through.
And there is actually a little bit of blue
yellow
at the bottom.
Well, you can make blue fire as well. It takes a similar path. So this looks hot because of the path that the value took, which is the lightness and darkness. And so down here, oops, you could actually take this red and like do that as well.
Ooh, fancy.
But there you go. That's how you draw fire. Like that's, if you want to draw like a torch, that's generally how you would draw it. I would suggest looking up reference as well. But you can do the same thing with a blue hue. So you start off in deep blue, like this. And then you can go up. And you can go up and get more into there. So if you're going to draw blue fire like Azula.
Ooh. Slay said they asked this on Saturday. I did not see it for some reason, but that's really cool that we're covering this. Whoa, that's so cool.
And then
I love blue fire.
So that's blue fire. Awesome. And this is red fire.
Zuko versus Azula.
So the path that you take on blue is you go from this kind of deep blue over into cyan, and the path that you take in the red fire is you go from this really kind of cool red into this hot yellow, and you move through orange.
Hey, Marceline.
So there you go.
Bit late. We'll probably end pretty soon.
I don't know who asked that, but...
Oh, this is on the wrong layer.
Where did they say? Where did they say it at? Do fire.
There we go.
Oh, El Marroquin.
So now...
I'm the person. Did you get that? Did you see the demo?
Did you see the demo?
It's
currently 1 a.m.
And then you would just basically design that out. So, like, you would use these colors.
And then just create, like, cool shapes with it?
Yeah, and you would design it out, like, you know, like that.
And then you paint it.
Yeah,
with
and
those
then
colors.
In the middle, it would be this. And over here...
Maybe we'll zoom in a little bit.
It would be this. This is a terrible brush for this, but...
I know.
Wait, this is Soft Touch.
It is?
Yeah, Soft Touch 3. This
okay.
isn't,
This ain't GSS Blade 1.
No. It'd be like that, and then around the edges, it'd be more like this. If you're drawing the blue one. If you're drawing the red one, it's basically the same thing. It'd be kind of like that.
And how would you make fire that catches you in the air?
I don't know what that means.
I don't really know what that means. If you want to, like, draw a hand-shaped fire, you would probably have to make it a bit wispy. Draw a hand and then make it wispy. And then add the fire colors inside.
Kind of be like this. I had to render a whole bunch of fire when I was working on Guild Wars. It's kind of like this.
Ooh.
So that's blue fire, and with red fire, you'd literally just do the same thing. So if you draw something on fire,
Okay.
you would draw the thing, and then you draw fire kind of crawling up it. And remember, fire goes upwards. So if I were to draw like a cylinder, and it was on fire,
Hi, Marceline. Thank you for
it'd be
joining.
like this. So the fire wants to kind of reach up that way,
Oh.
like that. And you want to make it pretty uneven and stuff. And so you'd basically use this same color scheme to do that.
That's cool.
So yeah. And this is the path that it takes.
That's really cool.
It's kind of like... Drawing fire is kind of like drawing wavy, like caught in the wind upside down hair.
Caught in the wind upside down. That's a really good description. Now I gotta move Jake a little bit. Dang it, wrong layer. There we go.
New to drawing and trying to make animations. I don't know any animation, so you'd probably have to find that somewhere else.
Yeah.
Trying to make a stickman in the air who is falling and he is shooting fire out of his feet. Look at like Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the final battle between Azulon, is that his name? Ozai.
Ozai, yeah.
Ozai and Aang. Azulon was like his dad.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he was like the old Fire Lord.
Okay, so that's what Ozai was named after.
Ozai flies around with like rocket feet, and that could be really good reference. I downloaded the brush after many tries. That's great.
That's great. Glad to see that.
I really don't want to go, but I have a long day tomorrow, so good luck.
It's
you all
all
have
good.
a great night.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, Jessica. It has been good to have you here. It's always nice when there's people who hang out for a long time and they're really chill in the chat.
Yeah.
Hello, Emil. Yes, super late. We're ending real soon.
Mm-hmm. There's Jake. I'll see.
Oh, the scar on his eyebrow?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chat, scar on his eyebrow lore, it's caused by Miki. She hit him with a stick when they were kids.
That's actually so cute.
So they were fighting. It was stick fighting when they were kids.
Stick fighting when they were kids. Would she apologize? Would she be like, "Oh no, I'm sorry," or would she be like, "Hey, yeah, man"? That'd be kind of.
I feel like she'd be like, oh, like it's actually kind of bad.
Oh yeah, that's
she'd
right.
feel
Ooh.
bad. She'd be like, wait, what if there was like an illustration of little Mickey and she was kind of like feeling bad and he's like in the nurse's office?
Oh, that's cute. Getting stitches.
You know that illustration that what's his name did?
The
illustrator
the guy with
Norman Rockwell.
Yeah, the guy with the girl that was sitting with the bruised eye. That one.
That she was like she beat up the boy.
Yeah.
I could imagine a piece like that. Y'all know what we're talking about? The Norman Rockwell illustration. I'll find it. Norman Rockwell, little girl fight.
I'm just gonna draw Jake with his eye being like, with his eyebrow getting stitches or getting like little pats like that.
Here it is. Crap. I don't want to go to Amazon.
Would he have the same hair? Nah, maybe it'll be a little bit more matted. Maybe a little bit
Girl
more
with the
like,
black eye.
Maybe it'd be a little bit more like kind of droopy rather than spiked up. We'll see.
I cannot find a resolution of the image that you can actually see. What the heck?
And then Mickey's in the background. So this is the adult's hand, and then Mickey's in the background like.
Why does no images come up that are a size that you can see?
Just like this. Oh, bye, I'm not Fox. Which part should I participate more? I'm not sure what you mean. Looking back on my studies, maybe I realized I should learn handwriting instead of art. I had to do go in caps.
Why is this so
dim and it's also warm mode.
So there's this girl sitting on the bench and the principal's talking about her. She got in a fight, but she's really happy.
Yeah. What device do you use? iPad.
Gooster Booster. I can imagine an illustration like that, except Mickey's on the bench and she's feeling like sad, like, oh no, I did a bad thing. And he's in there getting treated.
Yeah.
There's a link in our bio for the where you can download the brush. It's just one brush. It's the only one that's really used on stream. Yeah. I watched lots of your videos yesterday and tried some of the techniques, and it improved my drawings. That's great.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad.
I am so glad it helped. That's at my school. I have the door and everything. Yeah. Matt has arrived.
Well, it might be a bit late.
Yeah, we're literally ending, like, very soon.
Like, kind of like now.
Basically now soon.
Yeah. Why'd you Jake, guys? We gave him some love.
There's Jake.
There we go. Wait. There we go.
What app do you recommend for starters? Any app, really.
It actually looks pretty cool.
If you're just beginning, keep the tools simple. Don't try to use any really fancy stuff. I would recommend just pen and paper for beginners.
Pen and paper. That's just the way to go. I mean, a lot of people always started with pen and paper, so.
Any app works.
There we got little blushies for him.
Dang, I kind of like that lore.
I like that lore too.
So they're cousins.
I always thought that he'd be related to them in some way, but I never really said it because I was just like, I don't know yet. But I think that cousin idea is really, really cute. I'm only here for the amazing art, the great lessons, and Christina's Jake.
Wait, is Jake real?
His voice sounds
fake.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Jake is this character right here.
It's
I
Akira.
missed the head pats. What's wrong with me?
It's okay. We'll do some head pats before we head off.
Yeah, Gone Freaks. Hello. Where's your friend Killua?
I know. Killua should be here too.
Oh, you mean me. I'm not Jake. Jake is our character.
Because his voice sounds fake. Oh, I'm so sorry, Colton. A lot of people say his voice actually sounds like AI or something, but I don't think it does.
Mike, you would be using a canvas that's too small or a brush that's too small. So, if you make this brush all the way down here and you start doing this,
ooh,
see how it looks pixely?
Let's look at that even a little bit more.
Let's take a nice close look at that. That's because it's way too small. See,
Every day says, Colton, your voice is lovely.
It's that big. You can't even see it. It's right there. So make your canvas and brush bigger, and it won't look pixely. See?
But, I mean, if you zoom in, it's of course going to get pixelated because it is made of pixels.
Yeah.
So.
Drawing apps use raster, unless you're using something like vector art, which is pixel-based.
Yeah.
What happened to free head pads?
Depends on when we're going.
We're going probably now.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll do some extra head pats.
All right, chat. Head pats.
Good job for staying live and for not falling asleep on us and for enjoying and staying on as always. We love you.
Canvas size 5,000 by 6,000 pixels. The brush, there's a link in our bio. You can download it for free.
Do some chin rubs for good luck.
And yeah. Who's here that's new today? Your first stream tuning in.
Tugs.
We'll give you a shout out before we leave. I know Dana's new.
Yeah, Dana is new.
Layer limit? I don't know.
Layer limit for this canvas size for me is
Mike.
30. Around 33 or
Kumi,
32.
Mike,
Nice.
Ray,
Kara.
another Ray.
Oh, another Ray? Where?
Kara, hello. I love that name.
that
Dana,
name,
I
Kara.
like that name as well. Random Kid, hello.
Slay. Told you I'd stay. You sure did, Slay.
Yop.
Almost finished my drawing during this. Nice, Miss Maddie's.
Yes, Mika, hello.
Hey, Mika.
Noah, welcome.
We got a few Noahs.
Yeah, we have another Noah here as well.
Psyche, nice.
Welcome. Hi, Gabby loves you.
Hello.
Yep, so we go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific. So we'll be live on Wednesday this week as well for a couple hours. We'll do some art lessons and then hang out and
Yeah.
draw whatever.
Moonshine. Join in earlier next time? Yeah, for sure.
So Christina will probably finish up this next week, even
Hopefully.
though that was on. Here we go.
Hopefully. I was giving me a hard time earlier.
Nikki and June.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Alright.
need help anymore, thank. Hi. That's a funny username. I love this drawing of Jake. Yeah, now that he's their cousin.
Now I think I might like him a little bit more.
And another thing is he's gonna be in the childhood story now.
Yeah, so he'll be more involved in the lore.
That's good.
I think that's
like
good.
that.
Do you think he would start, like, he would be the nerd, the supernatural nerd?
Probably.
I think that'd be really cool.
So they would go on adventures together.
And
maybe,
he would be, like, all nerdy about it.
maybe Jake actually grew up in like the same town.
I think so.
And they would hang out.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving with the group. What app? Procreate on the iPad.
Thanksgiving with the group would sound really cute.
Yes.
I just need to zoom in on this picture of Jake because I drew him. He looked
Yep.
pretty cool, honestly.
What would Kid Jake look like?
I drew him like this, but I have no idea. I have no idea. That's when he first gets his little scar. They kind of do look similar, so it would make sense.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be a bit more mature, though.
Everybody likes Jake a lot.
Yeah. I think it's just because he's been forgotten.
I have 6 Discord notifications.
Oh, my.
Oh, it's people chatting in community challenges.
Oh, okay. Nice. Little Jake, yeah. I think he's pretty cute, too, now that I think about it. Now that I
Very
draw him
nice.
a little bit nicer.
Well, if you missed the stream, this is going to go up as a VOD on our channel. So the link's in our bio. Purple button at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the lesson that was done. Where's the lesson? Here's the lesson.
2 lessons.
2 lessons. Hands. Some body stuff. Crossed arms. See, those ones don't look bad.
I just wasn't feeling my flow.
The arm on the left is kind of long.
It's long.
But
yeah.
it's good. It would be easy to shrink.
Yeah.
Head proportions, bodies, mermaid, merman.
Mermaid and merman, yeah.
There's my drawing.
Thank you, Mike.
Proportions, stuff like that. I also did a lesson a little bit on practical use of perspective. Where's
I
that?
think it's on the top layer.
Top?
I think, yeah.
So yeah, had different exercises you can do. with perspective, rotating boxes in different ways, drawing the same pose at different angles. I actually teach this in our school.
Yeah, you do. Boxes are really good.
Perspective?
What's that?
It looks like a C.
That's funny.
Some of my figure.
Very nice figure drawing.
And then we wrapped it up with working on this a little bit, which has been going on for days.
Yeah.
Here's the sketches that were done like last week.
I like that one a lot.
I like that one more.
I do like that one more. Dang,
Maybe you should do that one instead.
I think I should do that one instead. I'll start over. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with starting over.
Thanks, Mike. Jake is cool, but June is cooler. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jake is a cutie. Jake BB. Little Jake. He looks so cute. Imagine he'd put himself in danger a lot trying to get powers.
That's actually really funny.
Boxes, crying face. They're going to be in my dreams. I realize they are famous on TikTok, and on IG they have 300 followers. Yeah, we haven't put any effort into our Instagram.
Yeah.
We have like almost 130,000 followers on TikTok, but 300 on Instagram. We only have one post. All of our followers on Instagram are just people who went over from our TikTok.
Yeah. We haven't been promoting our Instagram that much. So
no.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow us on Instagram, go ahead and follow. We're actually going to be posting more soon.
Yeah. Jake out here trying to become the next Danny Phantom.
That's funny.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
I like that one too.
I like that one too. That one has cuter story.
Yeah.
But I think that one has better composition.
What if she was like...
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, it could almost be like... black? What if it was like that?
Oh, that's cute. Like a big, glob of cheese ramen or something. I'll keep it there.
Do we have layers? I don't know. Oh, this was another stream.
Oh, that was a pretty good stream.
From the other week. Drawing hands.
Hands with fire.
Oh, yeah. That was...
See, these drawings look a lot better than the stream today's drawings.
Yeah. It's always fun to go back through files and look.
Yeah.
There's another mermaid.
There's another mermaid. I think I'm in a mermaid vibe right now.
What's this?
Oh, these were stream topic ideas.
Oh, okay. Come on.
I only get 4 layers on a 6,000 by 5,000 pixel canvas.
Usually there's just one layer on stream.
Yeah. We need a mermaid dedicated stream. I would love a mermaid dedicated stream.
Like if you look at this piece right here, these layers are because of one's a sketch, one's a lesson. I don't even know what this is.
I don't know either.
Oh, topics, and then a reference that actually isn't even for this piece.
No, it was for the demo.
So this drawing actually has 2 layers. So, 1, 2, and then the rest are just random stuff like titles and all that for stream.
I know, but 4 is my max layers on the size canvas. It could just be how much data you have left on your device. That could be very possible, as well. So I might need to clean things up a little bit. I like that one too. That one's cute. Girl. That's how I think when I say girl.
Is Kayla still here?
She probably is.
This makes me think of Kayla.
Yeah.
Girl.
And there's our and my barcode bangs. So that's Colton, that's me. That's when we're doing it with Naomi. Silly. Naomi's my twin, Kayla said. Oh yeah, that's what my bangs look like when I don't wash them for a day.
Boop.
Boop.
Naomi, my twin. There's when people use transparent backgrounds on a drawing.
Stickers, yeah.
All right. Anyways, that's it. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. If you're new and you like the vibes, come join our Discord server, hang out.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
Have a good time.
Yes.
We announce when we go live. We announce new challenges. There's community challenges and all that. And as always, we have a whole online school as well.
So check that out.
So if you want to become a pro artist, if you want to make your own webcomic, your own manga, you can learn a lot of the basics in our school online. So you can check it out in the link in our bio as well. So have a good day. Thank you for showing up. We love you all.
There's another one.
I'm even going to do something really special for people who are still here.
Hi, Pats. Kissies? Good night, kissies. Mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. There you go.
Goodbye, chat.
Yippee. Yay, yippee. See you later.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye-bye.